No portion of this program may be reproduced without the express written permission of WQAM Busy Broadcast Group, Incorporated.
The biggest names, the best talent. You're listening to Sports Radio 560 WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be real dangerous today.
560 WQAM
lots of calls by
The Neil Rogers Show. To talk to Neil, dial 567-0560 in Dade and Broward. In other counties, call toll-free 877-775-NEIL or pound 560 on your AT&T and Verizon wireless phones. The opinions expressed by Neil, his guests, or his callers do not represent those of WQAM management, staff, or sponsors. Now, The Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM.
You can kiss my rear end. It's the all-new Leave It to Beaver, starring Barbara Billingsley, Hugh Beaumont, Tony Dow, and Clint Eastwood as the Beaver.
Well, Beaver, you broke your brother's trophy, didn't you?
Yeah? So what?
Well, Beaver, you've been told time and time again not to touch Wally's things, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, Dad. But I was just target practicing in my bedroom. Ran out of beer bottles. Had to use something.
Well, I think the first thing you should do is to tell your brother how sorry you are about this whole thing.
Oh, really? Why's that?
Because you're a little sneak, that's why.
Wally, I think I can handle this.
Beaver?
I don't know.
You don't know if you're sorry?
I don't know if Wally wants me to say I'm sorry. Well, Wally?
Yeah, that's okay. It's just a trophy. And anyway, it's not real gold.
Yeah, you tell him, Wally. Now, let me ask you a stupid question. Did Beaver ever have, like, a real name? Or, I mean, what was his name?
Sure. Oh, now I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on.
Sure.
Theodore.
Oh, that's right. Very good. Theodore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no wonder they called him Beaver. Who wants to be called Theodore?
Right.
I mean, Ted is okay. Teddy. Hey, Teddy.
Yeah.
But Theodore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when Barbara Billingsley would get bent out of shape, she'd start calling him Theodore, and then she'd go into that bubonics thing of hers. That was...
Excuse me, I speak jive.
That was the best. Oh, God, that was... If that is one of the best movies ever made.
By the way, in case you don't know, and you probably already do, anything like that, any little clip from a movie like that you want to see, it's all on YouTube. Like, if you just want to see that scene, it's on YouTube. Anything you want. It's already on there.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I could go find it right now.
Barbara Billingsley talking jive?
Yeah.
Here's the poll from yesterday. It's going to take till midnight to read the damn thing. Oh, God. Well, we'll get rid of this when we get to 1,000 votes. So vote a lot on it. We got 8-something. What do we got? 860. Oh, yeah, we'll get to 1,000 this hour, I think. Or whenever.
Takes 2 minutes just to scroll to it.
What?
Takes 2 minutes just to scroll through it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's going to take me till midnight just to read all the... And, of course, I got to do them all and do justice to all of them.
Sit tight. Shit. I forgot we can't play that. Anyway, there it is. What a way to start a bit.
Yeah. He said
Anyway, I'll email you the link.
He was trying to get McCain all straightened out. And by the way, John McCain is, what I tell you, crazier than a bedbug. Oh, it's not important when they come back, the troops. He's a lunatic. He's a stodgy old nut job, period. Which is good. That's exactly what we need. What was the most depressing movie ever made? Brian's song, 71. It's been on top from the get-go, as they say. And whoever says get-go, they ought to be shot. Let's see now. What about when we did this the other time? I'm sure it was. No, it was not. Requiem for a Dream won by 25 votes. Look at that. Well, what's this all about? I don't think our audience now has seen Requiem for a Dream. You better do your homework, folks. It's about 100 degrees in the shade. It cost $80 to fill up your gas tank. So I would go out and get Requiem for a Dream, and then you'll realize, hey, you think you got problems, right?
Right.
You'll feel much better about your own life, if you have one.
I have no life.
Oh. Brian's song, 71. Old Yeller, 57. Requiem for a Dream, only 55. The Deer Hunter, 39. Sophie's Choice, 34. Leaving Las Vegas, 30. Elephant Man, 28. That was a late edition, 2. Midnight Express, 25. Oh, let's go take a shower. That was a true story. What was his name?
Who?
He's dead.
Oh.
Brad
Pitt.
No. Midnight Cowboy 25. Who? Davis. Brad Davis.
Oh, stewardess. I speak jive.
Oh, good.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Well, she's not going to say Shiite.
All right, well, we got the gun
He
button.
said that he's in great pain and he wants to know if you can help him.
All right, would you tell him to just relax and I'll be back as soon as I can with some medicine.
Just hang loose, blood. She's going to catch up on the rebound on the med side.
Mama, Louise, no dummy. All right, don't let him talk. That's
all right,
He's going to say,
I know.
Terms of Endearment 23, Cuckoo's Nest 22, Saving Ryan's Privates 21, Love Story 19. Oh, that was depressing. Ray Milland was in that. Remember he played the heartless father, you know?
I never saw that movie.
Really?
Really.
Well, you didn't miss a thing.
I was tipped off, thank God.
Ally McGraw
That's
and
right.
Ray Milland.
Yeah.
Love.
Why do they make those kinds of movies?
Because they can.
I guess people are too happy.
Because there's a lot of weepy women that want to go see that. And
there are too many happy people in the world. They need to be brought down.
American History X 17, 1984 16, Pay It Forward 16, Ordinary People 15, Mystic River 14, Bambi 13, Easy Rider 12, 10 for American Beauty and Bowling for Columbine and What Dreams May Come, 9 for What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Silent Running, The Green Mile, Titanic, Philadelphia, and Looking for Mr. Goodbar, 8 for City of God, 7, Mask, The Champ, Glengarry Glen Ross, Castaway, The Last American Virgin, The Grapes of Wrath, Deliverance. What was depressing about Deliverance?
I guess they didn't like what happened.
Why not?
I don't know. Not a happy ending.
Yeah, it was fine. That corn sure was special.
Yeah.
6 for To Kill a Mockingbird, Ghost, Beaches, JFK, The House of Sand and Fog, Kramer versus Kramer. 5 for Blade Runner, Bully, and Lenny. 4 for My Life, Bridges of Madison County, Of Mice and Men. I'll watch that someday. Full Metal Jacket, Born Free, On the Beach, Irreversible, Monsters Balls, El Norte. 3, a whole bunch of them had 3. Saddest Music in the World, Charlie, All Mine to Give, Raging Bull, Dancer in the Dark, The Pianist, Happiness, Clockwork Orange. I don't think there was anything depressing about that.
No.
Thought it was one of the all-time greats.
It was funny ending.
Well, at least 3 people have voted maybe a little dim. E.T., The Hours, Death in Venice, Breaker Morant, Romeo and Julieta. Da-da-da-da. Memento 3, Casualties of War 3. 2 for Chinatown, Splinter in the Grass, Barfly, The Sorrow and the Pity, Little Match Girl, Bang the Drum Slowly, City of Angels, Valley of the Dolls, and The Gray Zone and Trainspotting. And 1 for Sunday Bloody Sunday, The Heart is Lonely Hunter, Cruisin', Honky Tonk Man, Sleeper, Once Upon a Time in America, Talk Radio, Murder in the First, Captain Corelli's Mandolin, Papillon, Kids, Jack the Bear, Ode to Billy Joe. Poor Robbie Benson, man, he done it. Then he jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge, Robbie.
Yes, he did.
I'd have done it with him.
Jumped off the bridge?
Jumped off the bridge, yeah. No. Citizen Kane won and Magnolia won. Don't start with that fag stuff again. You went over the top. I think I had my fag quotient for the rest of the week yesterday with that Leonard Whiting stuff that you started in on.
Yeah.
No votes, none, out of 800 and almost 900 votes, none for The Sorrow and the Pity, Suddenly Last Summer, Deep Impact, Running on Empty, Jungle Fever, Bloody Sunday, Under the Volcano, The Professional, A Beautiful Mind, The Crossing Guard, The Lovers, and The Cube. Rhymes with...
Cube!
Right. And pube. So there's that, a lot of depressing movies. But like I said, some of them, if you watch some of the real trials and tribulations of the people in the movies, you think, oh, I'm doing so much better in my own life than I realized. Life could be a lot worse. So what do you think? I think we switch it now. Do you think that's a good idea?
No.
Why?
I just wanted to say no.
What a bastard. God. Well, you want to be negative today? We got all positive stuff going on today, except for Jolly Joe Bell, who feels that we need to hear about every hostile or negative or critical email that he gets.
I'm going to start forwarding all the fan mail that we get. You, me, both, Chris, anybody.
Yeah, that should take a long time.
It should.
Here's the new poll. Which talentless child of privilege capitalized best on his or her family's fame and fortune? And what a good list we've got. Joel Feinberg, Paris Hilton, John F. Kennedy Jr., oh, yeah, JFK Jr., I'm putting that. He was just, so he died in a plane crash, but in the meantime, he had no talent. His magazine was boring. He was boring. He had nothing. Anderson Cooper, Ashley Simpson, Casey Affleck, Greg Gumball, Donatella Versace, Nicole Richie, Donald Trump Jr. See, again, didn't we just do this poll?
No. We talked about it.
I read the poll.
Right.
I talked about it. And I asked, who the hell's Donald Trump Jr.? And we didn't know then, and we don't know now. Maybe, is this from Sean from Hollywood by any chance? No.
No.
Who's this from?
I don't know.
Shamrock.
Right.
Charlie Sheen. What's wrong with Charlie Sheen? I mean, I'm not a big fan of
Nothing,
his.
but you know, his
Kate
dad
Hudson,
is famous.
Sophia Coppola, I'm about to change, George W. Bush, Paris Hilton, and Joel Feinberg. A magnificent bunch of choices there for you. And we've already got a smattering of vote on the new poll. Yeah, that movie poll, the depressing movie poll, depressing. Enough with that crap. Middle of the summertime, it's 100 degrees in the shade. One thing you don't want to do is get everybody all depressed. Now, today is Thursday, which means at noon, and it's also the second to last day of the full Neil schedule here until the summer schedule starts on Monday. Not that I'm looking forward to that or anything like that.
Right.
Oh, and the even better news, not only did I have another winning night at Woodbine last night, but the guy who was threatening to stalk, he didn't come by. He wasn't there.
Aww.
Or else he didn't find me. Or maybe he just was standing in the off to the side, staring, leering and lurking. How would you like to be the new Jack of Rock? You could be the new face for the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel to help getting the word out about blackjack coming to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. To submit your video application to 3 minutes or less, just log on to WQAM.com. You could be the newest rock star in town. Got it? You want to be the jerk of rock?
Yeah, why not?
I think you have all the qualifications. Got some great news, by the way. Except for that British swillery licker who called yesterday. Boy, that guy was just really foul. Got some great news about the new polls. A post-primary bump for Obama. Oh! He's kicking McCain's ass. That was even before McCain said, who cares about when the troops come home? WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
I got something for your poll.
What is it?
I got something for your poll.
For the new one?
Jim Belushi.
Okay.
And also,
And have a great day. You want to put him on there, Jim Belushi?
No.
Why not?
Is that an answer to the question?
Which talentless child of privilege capitalized most on his or her family's fame and fortune? I'm not saying I agree with him, but I mean...
Oh, I thought the implication is that they had famous parents.
Family.
All right.
In other words, could be a sibling, could be like John.
I mean, if you want to, I don't think he qualifies, but...
Why not?
I mean, he's not, great or gangbusters, but...
Well, so what about Charlie Sheen?
All right, whatever.
The Sheeny Alps, what's wrong with him? He's a good actor.
All right, we'll put him on there.
Listen, it's not a question of whether you agree or I agree. You should understand that, okay?
I know.
This guy, he wants him on there.
All
Put him on! What about, what's his name?
What's his name?
Frankie Lyman and the teenage.
Oh, absolutely. Put him on there.
Just a joke, Chris. Don't go putting it on there.
Oh, I already did.
Yeah, probably already did.
5
minutes after 10 at 560 WQAM. We got the Jerk Show at 2. Wow.
Oh, my God.
That is scary. Mad Dog at Shula Steak 2 at 4. 6:50, we got the first bitch with Jesse Agler at Marlin pregame, 10 minutes with 9.5 minutes of spots. Dolphins tonight with Kimba Beaucamper at 7, and then DA from 8 to 8:20. He's going to do double duty with just 20 minutes tonight because then we got the NBA Finals. Game 4, the Celtics at the Lakers. Ask me if I care about the Celtics or the Lakers or the Heat or the Pistons or the Fort Wayne Pistons Zollners is what the original team was. Did you know that, Chris?
No, I didn't.
The Fort Wayne Pistons Zollners. Don't ask me what a Zollner is. I have no idea. I can tell you what a piston is.
What's a Zollner?
Want a lollipop, little boy? Have you seen how much a gallon of gas costs today?
Record high gas prices.
Looks like it's going to be $4 this summer, maybe. I don't know.
This is ridiculous.
Think hard.
About the prices you pay.
Ridiculous.
To feel the party at the border in Chevrolet. Seems lately.
Gas prices.
Oh, the prices climb.
Ridiculous.
You can't get the government to clearly tell us just why.
I don't know.
Things look so bad everywhere.
That is my money.
Next thing you know, they will charge for air.
Shut up and give me some money.
Best thing to do, you should try to see.
It's not fair.
How long a walk to work it will be.
Run, don't walk.
Prices so high at the pumps.
Fed up with high gas prices.
Prices so high at the pumps.
Gas prices even higher.
Prices so high at the pumps.
They can't afford to pay for it.
It's that higher price I'm not paying for.
But this is ridiculous.
10:18 at 560 WQAM. It show is. It's ridiculous. Your close personal friend Brandon suggests for the poll Brooke Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
Who I guess is getting her own reality show now, too. Like everybody else has got their own reality show. Isn't that something? Has she got any talent at all?
No.
Does her daddy have any talent? No. It runs in a family.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of reality shows, Gene Simmons' Family Jewels. Why does anybody care about Gene Simmons anymore, or ever did?
Well, if you're a Kiss fan, like I am.
But that's 100 years ago.
It's a pretty funny show, though.
I've never watched it. By the way, we got an email suggestion for George Bush for the poll.
The original?
This one.
No, W. The one that's leading the poll right now.
GW.
23 votes. He's leading the poll. But that always happens. You know, in other words, don't look at it or don't wait till I read the results. In fact, I just got through reading the results and I read his name. But well, so what do you get? You're so negative today. I don't understand. I think you're probably sour because you know that starting next week you're going to be working, doing the show 3 days a week.
Not sour at all.
And having to come up with a poll 3 days a week. Wow, that's going to be a really tough assignment.
It's a challenge.
Maybe your close friends out there, Charlie B. and Sean from Hollywood, will send you a whole batch of new polls. New, refreshing, great. And
Liz. Come on, all you people.
Liz?
Yeah.
Liz Welch?
Yes.
Who's Liz?
The poll that we're using right now is hers.
Shamrock?
Yeah, why don't you give her email address out on the air, too, hypocrite?
What are you talking about? Boy, you are a real bastard this week outside. It's a good thing I'm not going to be here much next week and for the whole summertime. You're a bastardo this week.
You are giving people
I'm a hypocrite. I'm dumb. What else? What else?
Give people's email addresses out on the air.
I don't give people's email addresses out unless they want to diddle with mine.
Okay.
Like Joe Bell. Oh, and Kelly Osbourne.
Hey, there you go. Give his email address out on the air.
I don't want it. They already know it. Kelly Osbourne.
Absolutely.
57 votes on the poll, the new one. Which talentless child of privilege capitalized best on his or her family's fame and fortune, etc.? W, 24. Paris Hilton, 18. JFK Jr., 6. Joel Feinberg, 2. 1 for Anderson Cooper, Donatella Versace, Nicole Richie, Donald Trump Jr., who I still don't know who that is, Charlie Sheen, and Kate Hudson, and Sofia Coppola. She's only got 1? My God. Dad! 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 Brooke Hogan don't have any yet, neither does Jim Belushi, Ashley Simpson, Casey Affleck, or Greg Gumbel. What about Joaquin Phoenix?
What about him?
You don't want to put him on there?
If you want to. I mean, he's every bit as bad as his brother.
Oh, now what does that mean? River Penis was a bad actor?
They're both mediocre, is.
I say this, he's ugly anyway, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, he's got a hair lip.
Oh, and who's the other one? Rob Lowe's brother.
Chad
Lowe? Chad Lowe. Put him on there immediately, if not sooner. Give me a break. Chad Lowe, my ass. He is... Oh, we already had this story. Sorry, Brandon, about the stalker filming himself masturbating and saying, oh, no, this is a different... I'm sorry. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Now, where's this from? Does it have, like, a location, anything like that? No. No, it's the Daily Telegraph, so it's Brit. Them Brits, man, they're really busy. A stalker filmed himself masturbating and sent it to his victim's mobile phone while she was at a police station making a complaint about him. The video gave police the evidence they need to charge him. The Geelong Advertiser reports. What is that? What is that? The Geelong Advertiser?
Sounds French.
No. Benjamin Baker, 27, of Princes Highway in Corio, Victoria, pleaded guilty in Geelong Magistrates Court. Oh, this must be Australian. Doesn't it sound?
Does.
To stalking and using a telecommunications device to harass. Police prosecutor Sheaton, S-E-A-T-O-N. S-E-A-T-O-N. How would you say it?
Seaton?
Lillis said Baker repeatedly harassed his victim by phone and sent her a video of him masturbating. Unfortunately for Baker, one of his video calls was made while the woman was at her local police station laying a complaint. She was laying it. The victim answered the call to find Baker again masturbating, and she showed the officer taking her statement. Senior Constable Lillis told the court. Magistrate Tim McDonald called Baker's conduct disturbing and fined him $3,000. His conduct was disturbing. Quit disturbing everybody, okay, and put that thing away. People are starting to talk, you idiot. Now, what's this? Oh, boy. Somebody sent this into us. Neil, I hope you had a great Shavuos. I didn't even know it was Shavuos. You're not doing a good job of keeping me up to date in those.
Sorry, and I got my calendar right here.
And when was Shavuos? When is Simchas Torah? That's what I'd like to know.
June 9th was Shavuot. The first day of. Next one you got to look forward to is Tisha B'Av.
Oh, Tisha B'Av, that's one of my very favorites. Even the Goyim can enjoy Tisha B'Av.
Sunday, August 10th.
Really?
Yeah.
August 10th?
Yeah.
You know whose birthday that is, don't you?
No.
Paco.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
It's a long ways off. Not far enough, though. Problem gamblers hit Ontario casinos with a $3.5 billion lawsuit. This is right up my alley, baby. Although lately, I don't know what, I got a streak going that's just uncanny. I don't know what it is. Won another $1,000 last night. In fact, that'll cover that check that I might send to a Cordis this week. I'll get around to it. Don't let me forget about it.
Okay.
I just don't like being like one of those people. Every time somebody snaps their fingers, you just, I'm going to go in the other room, write it out right now, and put it in the mail. I'll get around to it. You know. Right now, I don't want to. I'll get around to it today or tomorrow. A $3.5 billion proposed class action lawsuit has been launched on behalf of thousands of addicted gamblers who allege they asked to be barred from Ontario's casinos but were still allowed in. I bet you Maurice was in this. Crazy Maurice, the frog. The suit was filed against the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation on Tuesday in Toronto, claiming that the corporation did not do enough for those who signed up for self-exclusion, a program that allows people to have themselves banned from casinos so they can curb their ruinous gambling habits. None of the allegations has been proven in court, and a statement of defense has not yet been filed. Those who sign up for the program are photographed and registered, and their information is stored in binders at every provincial casino. If they're caught trying to enter a casino, they can also be arrested for trespassing. But gamblers who spoke with CBC News on condition of anonymity said the program doesn't work. One woman said she registered for the program, but her gambling addiction led her back to the casino soon after. I walked through, nobody even looked at me. She said I kept gambling for the next couple of years. And losing her ass, no doubt. Lawyers say the OLG should be using high-tech systems to catch self-banned gamblers. In the Netherlands, gamblers present photo ID at casinos, and their ID is checked against a computer database, lawyers say. Lawyer Jerome Moore said the suit is designed to help addicted gamblers who have lost large sums of money in their families. He also hopes the suit will bring about changes at casinos across the continent. We hope it sets a precedent that not only benefits all members, but that will benefit anyone who is subject to the dangers of gaming in North America, he said. One thing I can't stand is gambling. Ontario has settled 9 individual lawsuits pertaining to self-exclusion, but has never been hit with a large class action suit. The OLG has argued in the past that it's ultimately up to the gamblers themselves to stay away from casinos, although the corporation has expressed interest in obtaining facial recognition technology to improve its screening process. Like processed cheese, you know. I bet you Maurice is involved in that. Maybe we can get some of his money back. I doubt it.
I lost 7,000.
This is Neil Rogers.
You dumb frog, you idiot. Lunatic.
The sports leader.
I'm all the time. I can't get over what that Huey said today. He's got a lot of noise to talk about me that way. I don't give a crap what that fairy has to say. If he wants to smoke pink cigars, then let him. Why, I'll have you know, I know what I'm talking about. Every morning at the condo, I take the elevator down, and on my way to the car, when I pull my folding basket out, I grab a free condo paper. The toys are back in town.
Boys are back in town.
The toys are back in town.
The toys are back in town.
I said the toys are back in town. Why, you little... I'm the god of all you sport old fools. I know everything that's going on in the news. Why, I even know all the new Mahjong rules. I'm hip to the jive, Daddy-O.
Too bad you're going down today. It's a better show when I take your place. I know I ain't no Ed Coyley, but when they drop, my voice will change.
You little smoothie.
$10:33, 27 before 11 at 560 WQAM. I said we'd take 1 million calls today, but first we have to get some.
Okay.
I don't see anything happening on that phone.
I'll go call some ringers up and have them call.
Yeah, go call. Find some people in the building.
That's
and
right.
Tell them to call in the show.
Well, first let me write out what I want them to say.
Find a few jerks. And write out what you'd like them to say and have
That's
them
right.
call. Do they also do that? They write out what they want them to say? They
go over it. They go over it. Yeah, it's all
Get out of here.
All right.
Get out of here, man.
They're told what to say. I don't think it's scripted literally, but you know.
That is pathetic. I wonder what show that's on.
I don't know.
Facing a shortage of foreign exotic dancers, a group representing 53 of Ontario strip club owners is turning to immigration consultants to find a loophole in the rules governing foreign workers. The Adult Entertainment Association of Canada is looking for alternative legal ways to hire foreign-born strippers and dancers. One way might be to use foreign student visas, since foreign students can now work for 20 hours a week in any job, said the group's executive director, Tim Labrinos. In 2004, then Minister of Citizenship and Immigration Canada, Judy Scrow, resigned after extending the visa of Romanian exotic dancer who had worked for her election campaign. In the wake of the public outcry, immigration officials have been looking at each individual application, and visa officers abroad are under orders to screen out women they think might be victims of trafficking, don't meet health criteria, or don't have a way home after their visas expired. This has led to a reduction of work permits and extensions granted to foreign strippers from 423 in 2004 to just 17 in 2006. Up to 98% of foreign exotic dancers who apply for visas get turned down, said Lambrino. That's bad. They have a shortage of exotic foreign dancers and a shortage of heterosexual men.
There is?
Oh, here, yeah. QAM, hello.
Oh, good. That's where to go then.
QAM. Yeah, okay. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon. That was a very weak Eddie, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Very weak Eddie imitation. Pathetic, and also a bad phone. Boy, look at that phone today, man. There isn't a peep on that thing. That's really bad. Once the delay catches up, though, you'll see. WQAM, Bruce Rossmar, Harley Davidson, and Dayland Dodge presents the 105 Days of Harley. You could be one of 56 winners of a 2008 Harley Davidson motorcycle and a free two-year lease on a 2008 Dodge Ram, like I said. To register, be one of the 56 finalists to go to any Bruce Rossmeyer's or South Day Dodge showroom, Hooters location, or log on to WQM.com. It's the 105 Days of Harley from the station, putting some excitement between your legs.
Rectum.
Sports Radio 560, WQM. I'm not going to read that. I'm not reading sports radio.
Good.
I'm not. I'm crossing it off.
Good.
I'd like to know who typed this out. If it was Flea, your good friend, somebody better slap him up the side of that. Of course, he's good buddies with Joe Bell, you know. WQAM, hello.
I'd like to get a few things off.
WQAM, hello.
Hello there, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I got some problems here. I'd like to...
Yeah, you know what the first one is? The first one is?
I have no life.
And the second one and the third one, too. WQAM, hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
Have you heard? There's a Beverly Hills Cafe in Plantation.
Oh, boy.
See you, buddy.
5670560. The town with no material, baby. They just ran out one day. It's like gas. You know, in the car you can drive around for a long time sometime, and then all of a sudden the car comes to a halt because it ran out of gas. That's what happened in South Florida. They ran out of material years ago. Not something new. I mean, a long time ago. I think maybe like 10.5 years ago when we first sat down on the second floor there. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And we said to each other, like, what's going on here? This is a different crowd. There's something different about it.
Oh, yeah, it's different. Everything was different about coming over here.
Oh, yeah. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, man. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, listen, you know, I've never been more depressed than when I left the Star Wars prequels movie, so I don't know why that wasn't on there.
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah, I know. Bad. My bad. Okay, man.
Mm-hmm. I've never been more depressed than since I heard that call. Pretty weak.
Mm-hmm.
567, come on, let's get with it here, these goofballs out there. What the hell's the story today? Well, you know what it is, and we haven't talked about it. Starting about a month ago, this is when people who can afford to, they get out of town.
Right.
Vacation type time of year. Like for me, that summer schedule starts next week, and who knows when I'll be taking a whole week in vamoosing. Swimming across the ocean. Can't afford to fly anymore.
Right. Well, you float.
Yeah, but your arms get so tired after you get about a third of the way over.
Yeah.
Have to stop in Greenland.
Well, float on your back for a while.
Float. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how's it going?
Okay. WQAM, hello. Hello.
You hear about the guest appearance at Pop?
WQAM, hello.
We want more. We want more. We want more.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yep.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Okay, Pally.
Hey, so what's going on today? No calls today?
What do you got? You called. You must have something to say, but I doubt it. What do you got?
Well, I was just studying your pictures last night on the internet.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. Find a new hobby.
I have no life.
He was studying my pictures. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Oh, you need to spend a lot more time in South Florida, Neil. You're out of touch. Thank God. Thank God. If there's one thing in my life that I'm so pleased about is that I don't have to be there. 126 votes on the poll. What talentless child or privilege? Oh, we should also put on Jerry Van Dyke.
Okay.
Got it?
Who?
Jerry Van Dyke. Remember Dick Van Dyke?
Oh, I know him.
That was his talentless brother.
Never heard of him.
Well, whatever. The poll question isn't, did George hear of this one or that one? The poll question is, you know what?
I didn't say that was an answer to the poll question. I'm just saying.
Well,
you read so much more into everything.
Do some research. When you're finished studying those pictures from Gulfstream,
oh yeah,
then start studying about Jerry Van Dyke, all the dykes. George W. 62, Paris Hilton 38, JFK Jr. 9, Sofia Coppola 3, Joel Feinberg 3, and after that it's small potatoes.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Neil got out WQAM, where the faggot is.
You parrot.
Oh, well, has anybody heard about Father Murd? Father Murd was burgling turds. Oh, well, a Father Murd was burgling turds. Oh, well, a Father Murd was burgling turds. A Father Murd, I heard, was burgling turds. Father Murd was burgling turds. Father Murd, I heard, was burgling turds. Father Murd was burgling turds. Father Murd was burgling turds. Father Murd was burgling turds. Well, don't you know about Father Murd? Well, he was altering boys and burgling turds. Oh, well, a Father Murd was burgling turds. That's what I heard.
Lift my dress for the Lord.
Father Murd, Father Murd was burgling turds. 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 Well, don't you know about Father Murd? Well, he was altering boys and burgling turds. Oh, well, a Father Murd was burgling turds. Oh, well, a Father Murd was burgling turds. Father Murd, burgling turds. Burgling turds. Burgling turds. Father Murd, burglar.
10:45 at QAM, and Victoria Gotti, Brandon says, for the poll.
Okay.
You don't think?
Sure.
I mean, she had some... And A&E, I think the people who are behind A&E ought to be in prison.
Mm-hmm.
They used to be like a pretty nifty network, you know, for people with a brain, and now it's just crap, just sludge. Including Gene Simmons' Family Jewels, which Chris is a big fan of.
I said I'm a big fan. I just said it's pretty funny.
And what was the other one? Mind Freak, Chris Angel, what was that?
That's bad.
Yeah, Mind Freak.
Oh, and speaking of the callers, yesterday we had some real winners. That British guy was like having a stroke right on the phone, and then the earlier guy who was all bent out of shape because, oh, you don't understand. They're gonna go on. We need to get them on the record on this impeachment thing. It's very important, and they're going to vote on it. They didn't vote on impeachment. Just like I told you. They approved Kucinich's motion, the House did, to refer the articles of impeachment to the Judiciary Committee, which is where it's going to be buried. That's what they did. Nobody went on the record voting for impeachment, against impeachment. It's buried now, like I told a guy. Oh, but it's so important, Neil, that we get it on the record. Some of you people it's just insanity. You lay it out for them right there in front of their post, and, oh, no, but you don't understand. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, quick question, man.
what are you doing that's so new and revolutionary, man? You sit there and you bitch about us all day.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Motormouth. What are you listening for then?
Well, listen, man, I listen because I used to like you, man, but all you do lately is just bitch about us. What about you, man? What are you doing? If it wasn't for Boca Brian, your ass wouldn't even be on the radio, man. It would paint
all right, then let me make a suggestion for you. Send him a check.
Uh-huh.
Send him a check. Okay. Get busy. Let's post his address on the website so everybody like this last guy can send him a check. Bitch about us. What did this guy have to say? Do you have anything to say?
No,
like
bitching.
Always. And that's right. He's bitching about me. What do you do? I'm sitting here getting paid a lot of money to talk to a-holes for 4 hours a day. Talk to idiots just like you, schmuck. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless line. WQAM, hello.
My name is Joe.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, good morning, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Neil, it is true that they're calling in within the building on a certain show, and that is really true?
Yes.
Are they paying? Because I can give them some infotainment if they like, by the word.
No.
No? All right, then. I'll stay unemployed.
I have no line.
I guess you will. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon and Singular Wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, talk to Neil, please.
Speaking.
Neil.
Yep.
If half these imbeciles would realize that when someone like you does get to the point where they do retire and you have all these talking schmendricks who are on the radio reading off a teleprompter or a piece of paper in front of them, they're going to realize that entertainment has crucially died.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. I mean, you get guys who just called in, like the guy who was just before me, what have you. What are they looking for? What do they want? Do they have a life?
No.
If they did, they wouldn't be listening to the radio, obviously.
If they did, they sure as hell wouldn't be calling.
And I'm
sorry.
Take care, buddy.
Have a great day, yeah. Uh-oh. Guess he shot himself in the foot with that one, huh? Listen, that's what it's all about. Behind the anonymity of the phone, everybody's a big shot. Everybody's got big balls, and everybody's got a big mouth. Great, go ahead. That's what they pay me for, to sit here and just,
Right.
kill 4 hours in a very boring place every day. 4 hours in a terminal, ponderous place where it's 180 degrees in the shade 9 months a year. Where the humidity is so high, even mosquitoes are moving out. Oh, all you do is bitch and complain, blah, blah, blah. And, of course, working for this company, by the way, under the technical circumstances we've had recently, most other people wouldn't bitch and complain. They'd have just got up and walked out. People with less stick-to-itiveness than I got. I got stick-to-itiveness, whatever that means.
Well, you're sticky?
In other words, I'm stupid, yeah.
Oh.
WQAM, hello.
I know that the Lord has made a special place in heaven for Charlton Heston.
WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
Hey, I think the audience wants a little more insight on you and Taco. What's going on up there in Toronto?
More insight?
Yeah, could you fill us in? You got a big yacht you're taking him out on, and what's going on, buddy? You gave him your car? Fill us in?
I have no line.
Just another way of saying
I have no line.
Uh-huh.
Right. Could you post a blog about it?
What's going on? Not what you think, but you conjure up any kind of images in your mind that you want, sir. It'll make you happy. It'll get you all whipped up and excited. Keep you going. Everybody's an expert on my life, on George's life, even on Fat Chris's life. And they want to know why? Because they don't have any life themselves. Right. So they have to be involved deeply in everybody else's life.
Well, it's what you said. It's part of the job. We provide lives for those who don't have any.
That is correct.
They can live vicariously through us.
WQAM, hello.
Good morning, Uncle Neil. How are you?
Okay.
Good. Hey, would you please add Melissa Rivers to your poll, please? I hate her.
Oh, yeah. I need to change my vote.
Okay.
All right. If you do that for me, I'd appreciate it, and have a good day, buddy.
You got it. Have a wonderful life. Melissa Rivers. I don't even know who that is.
See there?
What?
Just because you haven't heard of her. That's what you would have said. It's Joan Rivers' daughter. She's on all those runway shows.
Oh, I know who that is, yeah. Yeah, but is she like,
I thought they invented the word Maki just for her.
Uh-oh, there you go again with your anti-Semitic comments.
Just because she's got a big nose?
You wait, what's his name? Art Teetleboom, he's going to come after you.
Yeah. How about
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes.
I need some advice.
Okay, sounds like it.
I'm taking my wife out to dinner. What do you think is better, Ruth Chris or Morton's?
You can't go wrong in either one.
Okay. Well, you just flip a coin?
Well,
Sure.
what does that mean? I mean,
or you could go to the river.
I'd hate to be you sitting on the throne every day and taking a half hour to figure out which hand you're going to wipe your ass with. I mean, it's not.
I'm always righty.
Yeah, well, good for you. How about your ass? Yeah, you can't go wrong with either one. Morton's is great. Ruth Chris is great. It all depends on what mood you're in, you know.
Or where he lives, because he could go to Blue Moon Fish Company,
sure,
15th Street Fish Company, or 15th Street Fisheries. Whatever it is. One of our fine sponsors, in other words. River House.
Well, whoever they are.
High Life Cafe.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay, sir.
What you give us is 240 minutes of infotainment in the labyrinth of our mind.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Enough of the sucking, please. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Nev.
What do you want?
Hey, I wanted to know if you had Miley Cyrus on your poll.
No.
Well,
I
think you should put her, see if the toss-up between her and her old man, because they're both no-talent hacks.
Amen. Okay, thank you, sir. Miley Cyrus, you got that bitch? I mean, got her on that? Good. All the talentless, nepotistic people all the time. Whatever that means. 5670560. We got a good run on the calls going now. We're building up some good momentum. But I do want to pass this along. Some good news for Obama people. Days after becoming his party's presumptive nominee and receiving an endorsement from Swillery, Democrat Barack Obama has opened the general election campaign with a 6-point edge over John McCain. And the most interesting thing, and Keith Olbermann was hyperventilating about last night, is the demographics where he's ahead. In other words, where people thought he was going to be in big trouble. In a head-to-head matchup, Obama leads McCain among African Americans 83 to 7%, that we knew. Hispanics 62 to 28%. You following these? Mm-hmm. Women 52 to 33%. Catholics 47 to 40. Independents 41 to 36, and even blue-collar workers 47 to 42%. Obama's also ahead among those who say they voted for Clinton 61 to 19%. Yet among white men, who made up 36% of the electorate in the last presidential election, Obama trails McCain by 20 points, 55 to 35 points. That's the only reason why the election is close. White men. Rednecks. Good old boys. Don't want to vote for no darky. That's what that's all about. Right?
Yep.
While Obama appears to be struggling with white men and white suburban women in the poll, McCain has what seem to be even bigger challenges. They include President Bush, whose approval rating stands at 25%, as well as an electorate that wants change from the president's policies. They don't want 4 more years of McBush. And they certainly don't want some doddering old fool who comes on TV and says dumber things every week. That thing with Matt Lauer about the soldiers. Not important when they come back. Tell that to their families. Tell that to them. I'd like to see him make another one of his 4,000 visits to his photo ops in Iraq and tell the troops, it's not important when you get out of here. What's important is that we're going to win. Of course, nobody knows what that means, win. It's like in Vietnam. What does it mean to win? How do you win?
When we're done.
When all the Shias and the Sunnis and the Shiites and the Kurds stop killing each other, is that when you win?
Sure.
Well, that ain't going to happen. When we win. And then they showed a clip where he's talking about, by the end of 2013, the troops will all be home and blah, blah, blah. I mean, the fact that he's even got more than like 10% in the poll shows there's something really, really wrong.
Biggest name.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
This is the Neil Rogers Show. This is your brain. Any questions?
It's the all-new Three Stooges, starring Curly Howard, Larry Fine, and Clint Eastwood as Moe.
All right, you knuckleheads. Be careful with my stuff. Don't break anything. Testing out my bed, are you, Curly?
Yeah.
Take that. And you, Porcupine, take my dresser upstairs.
I'll take it when I'm ready.
Oh, yeah? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Why are we all whispering? I don't know about you guys, but I talk like this all the time. Now, you guys just be yourselves.
I'm not.
Why, I oughta. What a bunch of fools. This is going to be a long season.
What a great bleep that was. What a bunch of holes. That was good. I got one that's even better than that, but I better not play it.
No.
It's Joe Rose saying, go something you're behind. It's 11:01 at 560 WQAM, and like the guy said, without Boca Brian, this show wouldn't be squat. Is he right? You bet. So everybody send him a bunch of money. He can use it, and then he'll get off my back.
That's right.
Now, I'm wondering if he thinks that because I moved up his stipend a month this time, I get the feeling that he feels it's going to be perpetually moved up a month. In perpetuity, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Why do you always run away from these things?
I don't know. Run away? Like, what? I'm Boca Brian's keeper?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're his agent. You're his spokesman.
I see. All right, well, then let's spoke about it.
Suspected terrorists and foreign fighters held by the U.S. military at Gitmo have the right to challenge their detention in federal court, the Supreme Court ruled today. The decision marked another legal blow to the Bush administration's war on terrorism policies. In a 5-4 ruling, the justices said the U.S. military lacks the legal autonomy to prosecute as many as 300 prisoners. At issue were the rights of the detainees to contest their imprisonment, as well as the rules established to try them in military tribunals. A congressional law passed in 2006 would limit court jurisdiction to hear such challenges. It is a legal question the justices have tackled 3 times since 2004, including today's ruling. Each time the High Court ruled against the government's claim that it has the authority to hold people it labels enemy combatants, which can be anybody. Could be you. I don't think they like your attitude. Could be a lot of these callers, too. They're enemy combatants, make no mistake about that. They're probably sitting right over there in, what's his name, Joel Feinberg's old office. Who's running that place now besides Howard Davis?
You read that story about who took it over, so I don't know. I haven't heard anything since then.
What story was that?
Well, a while back, you said that they, what is it, the change of management? I forget what it was, but you read something about it.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
Who cares?
You.
You know, Hank was on for 17 minutes with Sid Rosencrantz, Schwartzberg the other day. Oh, that was the idiot, the quarter schlock guy. He has become more annoying than anybody to me. I mean, I'm sure that there are a couple of others who are more annoying still to you, but to me, he's the most annoying of them all.
They're all the same. They're all
all the same. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Like
you know, like when you watch a Peanuts cartoon.
Charlie Brown.
Right?
Yeah.
And you hear the adults like that Clinton bit that you have.
Oh, yeah. I was
thinking Clinton Chappaqua? Yeah.
More like that.
That's all I hear anymore when those people call.
Really?
No matter who it is.
Quarter schlock guy. Well, you better get practice because you're going to have a lot of calls this summer, man.
Now I'm going to have all ringers.
Starting on Monday. George is going to start writing up scripts over the weekend and handing them out around the building and setting up people to call in.
That's right.
With subjects to talk about.
In the building, out of the building, people on the street, some homeless people.
Roller skating and crystal meth and stuff like that.
That's right.
WQAM, hello.
Hello.
WQAM. He's gagging on it. All right. Woo! That was good. QAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to be able to catch any countdown this evening?
Well, what does that mean?
Well, Keith, I think, will have another special comment regarding Mr. McCain's gaffe yesterday with Mr. Lauer.
With Mr. Lauer? Well, Mr. Crowler, let me tell you, I don't know. I don't kind of like planning my day around what I'm going to watch on TV.
Well, that's not what I call it. I guess I should say, hey, how's it going? Or how you doing? But,
that would be good.
Don't you wish, I was thinking about this after hearing Hillary.
Upon a Star, yes.
No, just one time a politician will get up just one time and say that they don't believe in, those fairy tales and, suggest that they are an atheist and instead
Jesse
of
Ventura said
it.
Yeah, Jesse Ventura said it, and they took him right off the air.
What now? I missed you. What was that?
Let me say it again. Jesse Ventura did say that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the no longer governor. Right? I got you.
Right. And he was on MSNBC for one night.
Right. I just wish one of them, or maybe a couple more now, I guess, would grow some balls or whatever, and, say how they really feel. I know there's a handful of them. Right. Well, that's all I got there, pal. I just wanted to
Okay, see ya. Okay.
All right,
woo! 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless line. Let's get these phones cranking, baby. Where's a lady caller, for Christ's sakes?
Yeah.
Where's a lady? How are you doing with the ladies? Like Joe would say. The ladies and the Marlins. He's got kind of a quaggle, Yeah. Just like Hank used to say Dolphins. And Joe says Marlins. But I can't say it the way he says it. Marlins. It's just kind of like jock talk,
Mm-hmm.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Polly.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Neil, if you get a chance, and I hope you're nice enough to do it, but can you play that bit where that guy threatened to sue you for saying...
Oh, get out of here. Now they want me to play the bits about them, too. It's not bad enough they're calling him and the boyfriend are calling like 6,000 times a day, and that was him, too, by the way. Can you play the bit where Reverend Jones is threatening to sue you? It's pathetic.
If we could sell lives.
Pathetic. No, listen, exactly. We could open up a store, the Life Store, and we could just sell artificial lives to people who don't have any.
We could have different kinds of lives.
It's just, there are no words to describe how pathetic it is.
Right.
They've invented an entire existence around call, and I'm sure not just calls to this show. I'm sure calls to anybody and everybody.
That's right.
Call up Footsie, okay? He can use your assistance, okay? Call up Footsie. He'll love you.
We could have life options, like do you want a fisherman's life, things like that.
Yeah. Like Total Recall?
And then to make it real exciting, we could have, let's make a deal. We could have door number 1, 2, or 3 and find pick a door, and we'll give you whichever life is behind whichever door.
A sale rack for people who don't want their lives anymore if we could sell them off cheap.
WQAM, hello.
So I had a lot of Heineken last night, and I should not be driving my car right now.
WQAM, hello. QAM, hello. That was him, wasn't it? That was Stan Major.
I thought it was Pharrell.
That was Stan Major doing Pharrell. I sure wouldn't want to see that. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless line. I wonder if my $2,000 made it in, probably worth about $200,000 right now, wouldn't you think?
With interest?
Could buy a lot of gas on that $2,000. Oh, and it's the first thing we're going to do is pay you back, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. Anybody that needs any money, don't come to me. That's my best suggestion to you, okay? My money is all accounted for and then some. Do not come to me. WQAM, hello.
That was one of our disciples, Neil.
Yeah, WQAM, hello.
Hey, good afternoon, Neil. How are you?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Hey, bear with me. I got a little cold. I was wondering, have you ever seen or heard of a movie called Zeitgeist?
Yes. Hey, it's on our website.
Oh, okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. You ever heard or seen it?
I got a copy of it, but I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't?
No, I'm a slacker.
Get with it. Give up one night of roller skating and watch Zeitgeist.
No, I only go twice a week anyway.
Well, give up one night.
No, especially if it's tonight.
Why is that? Joe Bell going to be there?
No, it's Thursday night adult night.
Bob Green going to be there?
No.
How do you know that?
I haven't seen them there yet.
Did you call him up yet? Call up and see what he wants?
Joe might go to the Derby Girl bout on Sunday, though.
Call me.
Roller derby match.
There are people like him. I mean, I was happy to see him. He looked good, and he was, seemed to be having a good time there at our appearance. But he always has some.
What?
I don't know how to say it. Some deal, something cooked up.
Well, I hope he does.
But he doesn't.
Okay. Hey, if the deal he's got cooked up is a free meal, I'll take it.
There you go. Maybe Jolly Joe would like to take you for a free meal.
As a matter of fact, maybe when he
Greg
said...
will come back and take you out for more sushi.
When Bob Green told you that he'd take care of George, maybe this is what he had in mind. Free dinner.
Yeah. WQAM, hello.
Ready for me next week?
WQAM, hello.
Change the face. Yo, Neil.
QAM, hello.
Hoops and heat, hoops and heat, hoops and heat. Coming at ya.
There's our new 2 to 4 host. He's got the material down to a science. 201 votes on Chris's new poll, and Chris is pretty damn pleased about that.
I'm very pleased.
What do we have on the previous one?
Like 9 million.
Come on now, don't be a smartass. Today your altitude
I'm scrolling through it. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, get with it. Quit scrolling
877.
Around. So we're like way over 1,000 now. We're like closing on 1,100. Woo! Heavy, heavy duty. This is a good one today. I like this poll. Mm-hmm. Who sent it in? What's her name? What's her website? What's her email address?
Her name is Liz. She was at the appearance.
Well, good for her.
With her husband.
Yeah.
Very nice lady.
You're not too happy about?
Oh, I don't care. He seemed like a very nice guy, too.
It's 11 past 11 at 560 WQAM.
Neil said if his tongue was notarized.
Once again, actress Tatum O'Neal is in trouble with the law. We think, perhaps, maybe, this is what happened. Tatum O'Neal bought coke. Claimed it was just a joke. She said she did it to research her role, but the pipe she had on her had a full bowl.
She begged the officers to let her go, but sadly police said no. No, no, no. She looked like an old wino. The Tatum O'Neill bought crack. They started talking smack. She asked the cops if they knew who she was. No sense of humor from the New York buzz. It wasn't a good way to kick off June for the actress from Paper Moon. Looney Tune. Who carries a cocaine spoon? The things were going well for Tatum until she got kicked off Dancing with the Stars. But getting booted off the show opened childhood scars behind bars. Tatum O'Neill's a mess. A troubled girl, I guess. Looks like she fell down a flight of stairs. Since she did Bad News Bears. Bad News Bears. Will she blame John McEnroe? Or her daddy Ryan? No. I wonder if Tatum made him bail her dumbass out of jail.
And so what about Tatum O'Neill for the poll today? Don't you think she fits in just like OJ's glove?
Sure.
If it doesn't fit, she's full of Schmidt. 11:17 at 560 WQAM. Wait till the next break, man. When we come back, I got one of the bits that you've been dying to hear. I found
Really?
it. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet.
Okay.
I'll give you a clue.
Now, back to
all right.
Jeopardy.
Woo! Oh!
Exciting, huh? I told you it was going to be a great day. It's a great Thursday in spite of some of the naysayers out there in Radio Land, some of that crowd. We don't care. We just don't care. We don't give a crap. Here's a very disturbing story, by the way. Secret plan to kill Internet by 2012 leaked. Some question if reports that pay-per-view system to be introduced is a hoax, but wider march to regulate the web is documented. By Paul Joseph Watson. Oh, on Prison Planet. Well, they're a little like that, a little paranoid, little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
ISPs have resolved to restrict the Internet to a TV-like subscription model where users will be forced to pay to visit selected corporate websites by 2012, while others will be blocked, according to a leaked report. Despite some people dismissing the story as a hoax, the wider plan to kill the traditional Internet and replace it with a regulated and controlled Internet too is manifestly provable. Both Bell Canada and TELUS employees officially confirmed that by 2012, ISPs all over the globe will reduce Internet access to a TV-like subscription model, only offering access to a small standard amount of commercial sites and require extra fees for every other site you visit. These other sites would then lose all their exposure and eventually shut down, resulting in what could be seen as the end of the Internet, warns a report that spread like wildfire across the web over the last few days. The article, which is accompanied by a YouTube clip, says that Time magazine writer Dylan Patton has confirmed the information is about to release a story and that the move to effectively shut down the web could come as soon as 2010. And it's got the clip right here in the story, by the way. It'll be on our website tomorrow. I'm sure nobody will watch it. People have raised questions about the report's accuracy because the claims aren't backed by another source, only the promise that a Time magazine report is set to confirm the rumor. Until such a report emerges, many have reserved judgment or outright dismissed the story as a hoax. What is documented, as the story underscores, is the fact that TELUS's wireless web package allows only restricted pay-per-view access to a selection of corporate and news websites. This is the model that the post-2012 Internet would be based on. People have noted that the authors of the video seem to be more concerned about getting people to subscribe to their YouTube accounts than fighting for the net neutrality by prominently featuring an attractive woman who isn't shy about showing her cleavage. They're just hanging out here. Just about. The vast majority of the other YouTube videos hosted on the same account consist of bizarre avant-garde satire skits on behalf of the same people featured in the Internet Freedom clip. This has prompted many to suspect that the Internet story is merely a stunt to draw attention to the group. Well, wouldn't that be unusual, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let us know. Now, let's see, 2012, that's 4 years away, and we got 5.5 years to go. What are we going to do then? Well, we'll come up with something else by then.
I'm sure we will.
By then, the good callers will be back. Oh, yeah. What are you laughing about? The catfish lady will be back?
I told myself a funny joke.
Paul Harvey Jr. and...
Well, we had Rich Pachter yesterday.
You what?
We had Rich Pachter yesterday.
We did?
Oh, sure.
What did he call about?
I forgot. Something.
How do you know it was him?
I could spot his voice in a crowd.
Rich Pactor?
The one and only.
The Pactor Factor?
Accept no substitutes.
Wow.
Void in Alaska and Hawaii.
Which talentless child of privilege capitalized best on his or her family's fame and fortune? George W., 117. Paris Hilton, 67. And after that, it's really small potatoes. JFK Jr., 13. Joel Feinberg, 5. Donald Trump Jr., 4. I still don't know who that is. Does anybody know who that is?
I reckon it's his son.
Well, yeah.
That's it. That's all I know.
What he does?
No.
Sophia Coppola, 4. Kelly Osbourne, 3. 2 for Melissa Rivers, Jim Belushi, Nicole Richie, Kate Hudson. 1 for Chad Lowe, Brooke Hogan, Anderson Pooper, Ashley Simpson, Donatella Versace, and Charlie Sheen. And none for Tatum O'Neal, Miley Cyrus, Victoria Gotti, Jerry Van Dyke, Casey Affleck, or Greg Gumball. Well, how do you like that?
Whatever.
How do you like that kettle of fish? Well, speaking of that, are you getting food in today?
Yeah, we are. Before noon, 12:30 to 12:45. And by the way, Andrew came in. I had a conversation with him. I had met him before, but
12:30. Let's hear what George just told us. Before noon, 12:30 to 12:45.
Sorry, did I say 12:30?
11:30. Okay,
that's what I meant to say. You know.
Andrew came in.
Andrew came in to talk about that, and we had a nice little chat.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he's just a little intimidated. You know, he's new. Scared of you like everybody is. I told him, well, you go ahead and continue being scared of Neil, but don't be scared of me. You can come in here and talk when we have questions and things and issues.
Yeah.
And so he's going to do better, but he's bringing the food in, and everything's great.
Well, what do you mean he's going to do better?
As far as communicating, because you know how you had problems with that copy.
The three...
yeah.
And $399 lunch. Yeah.
Right. And, by the way, he says that they've already got people coming in and talking about hearing it on the show.
So. Well, good. Thank God for that. Well, at least he gave you a little bit of feedback. That's more than we get from our other sales holes.
Indeed.
They give us nothing. Well, they give us agita. And by the way, Todd Reck continues being a thorn in everybody's side, including Fat Chris.
Yeah.
He is just spitting blood over Todd Reck. Oh, I want 75 copies of every time Neil does this.
They love to do this kind of stuff. You know,
no, not they. Todd Dreck. He's the number one offender.
Mm-hmm.
Go sell something else, Todd. Leave us alone, okay? We're tired of your crap. God, is he a jerk. 5670560. Oh, you know who I seem to have gotten rid of, although I shouldn't give myself a canary lately?
Petey Lenny.
Yeah, he seems maybe he's getting the message.
Good.
WQAM, hello. WQAM, hello. QAM, hello. Boy, I tell you, they're kind of weak today. 5670560 and pound 560 in the Verizon and Singular wireless line. Very, very weak today. The screenless, man, these phones ought to be blown off, and especially when we had all that technical hysteria going on.
Yeah.
And now we finally got the phone back, and there's not one light ringing right now. Look at that. There's not one line ringing, blinking.
Oh, hold on a second. I'll call in.
Yeah, let's write some material out for George. Even line 8's not ringing. Of course, it's discontinued now.
We think.
That to me is just, it's hysterical. Well, look at all the money Joe Bell's going to save the Beasleys now. He's going to be the hero. He's going to show them how to make a buck or two.
Shut the transmitter off. You'll save them a lot of money.
That's a good idea. In fact, there are times of the day when it would be probably a public service. Just shut down the transmitter. Look at all the juice you're going to save. Jolly Joe, you idiot. WQAM, hello.
This is Mike and Eric reminding you to go.
WQAM, hello.
Yes, I have a suggestion for a poll.
Yeah.
Now to commemorate the elections and all that. Maybe you could have like a movie role of like the best president that would be like a movie role. For example, Nurse Ratched or The Godfather. Who would be the best president? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Never mind.
Nurse Ratched would be the great president. Yeah. 5670560 pound 560 on the Verizon and Singular wireless line. How Billy Bibbit would be pretty good.
Murphy.
Mac. WQAM, hello.
I'm here.
WQAM, hello.
Neil, that's a black.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil. The movie with the saddest ending was that Recount on HBO.
Was
Have you seen it? Recount on HBO about us getting screwed on.
I saw it. Yeah.
Well, that was the saddest ending right there.
It's not over, though. That's the only problem. It's still going on.
I know. I love you, Neil, and I want to be in your boy pack.
WQAM, hello.
Just like Gary, smelly bitch.
WQAM, hello.
We're really gonna have a summer of drugs and roller skating. What did I ever do to you?
5670560, and that's not the guy. That's not the what did I ever do to you guy. Trust me when I tell you. Well, yeah, it's a clone. It's another wannabe. Because the one thing, not only they lack any material, but the closest that they'll come to finding any is to do a weak imitation of somebody else's material.
Someone else's
wasn't good in
non-material, right.
Right. Of somebody else's crap. That would be like taking a dump and it turns out that really was somebody else's. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. I know it's not easy to fathom that, but I guess in this crowd, I think it can be done.
Biggest names. The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 550 QAM.
The sports leader.
You walk like homosexual. Now, back to Cat Jeopardy and your host, Felix Trebek.
All right, we move on now to Double Jeopardy. Boots, you had the low score at the end of the last round. Choose a category, please. Geography for 200. The answer is chasing mice or a place where Jewish people go on vacation. Yes, mittens. Correct. What is a cat skill? Very good. You now have control of the board. Personal hygiene for 400. It happens after a tongue bath. Boots. No, whiskers. Form of a question, please. Correct. What is coughing up a fur ball? Oh, and that means we're out of time. We'll return in a moment with Final Cat Jeopardy when our category will be Chinese food. Right after this.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, that's one that George has been waiting for to hear a long time.
You bet.
And there it was. Don't ask me why. Well, it's a Jeopardy thing. I guess that must be the reason.
Yeah.
11:31 560 WQAM. We got the Jerk Show at 2. Oh, boy. Oh, happy day. Come at ya! Frank faxes and says, being that she's been in the news lately, having found some blind guy to have sex with her, she just had a baby. Has anyone mentioned Tori Spelling? You want to put her on there?
Absolutely.
Oh.
I mean, absolutely.
Oh. Woo. That was special. Like the corn in Deliverance. It sure was special. 5670560 pound. We got a real run of great calls here today. Be part of the passing parade. Or not. And pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless line. And look at that. One line tinkling. And that's because of that stupid-ass delay thing. That all goes back to the Stern Show. That was an experiment that worked out so well, you know it?
Mm-hmm.
WQAM, hello. Like I said, that was it. That was a medley of our call. It makes you really wonder why I carry on so much about the phone not working. You know, why all these people, oh, when Neil interacts with the callers, that's the great radio. That's what makes the show, yeah. When are we going to get some? When's the last time we had any callers, per se? You know what I mean? Like real callers.
Good question.
Who had something to say, as opposed to, oh, you're just a jerk, and you just pick on us. And say something. Have something, you know? Anything. Something. As opposed to, whoa, you just always belly aching. How many years is this going on? I'd almost trade this crowd back in for the old KAT crowd to be, hello, Neil, you're such a wonderful boy, but you're so nasty to your mother. How come you say these terrible things?
People don't know.
People don't know what?
That some of us are nicer to our mothers than they deserve.
I sure was.
Me too. Am still. She was at the house yesterday.
What a shame.
We are the show, Neil.
Mm-hmm. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil. How you doing?
Okay, sir.
Just a question. Would you class this show under a political or a comedy show? Just out of curiosity, if you had to put it in a category.
It's not a categorized show. It's the
That's
show.
right.
It's whatever it is.
It's a WTF show.
Right.
If you had to put one in a category.
I don't have to, and I'm not gonna.
But what
you want to know why? I don't wanna. If you had to.
If you had to categorize your life and boring or really boring.
Call, besides pathetic and ponderous, I don't know what else I would say. I think that would cover it all. Fine, see, there he goes again. Picking on the callers. He's so rude to the callers. I would love to know what it is that anybody has ever said on this show that I cut off that was worthwhile hearing. That was.
Oh, that was worthwhile.
Right. In fact, I could abbreviate that. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless line. Still looking for our first lady caller of the day. WQAM, hello.
Hi, more you.
QAM, hello.
The callers. He's so rude with the callers.
QAM. WQAM, hello.
Put it in a category. What?
WQAM, hello.
Wow, damn, that was quick.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry. You know what I think a lot of things has to do with the callers is you don't take them for so long, and then all of a sudden, bam, you start taking a couple of them, and all the jerks.
Yeah, there's no question it's my fault. Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm not saying it's your fault. I mean, we love you, and we love the callers. I mean, I hate listening to all these, like you said, these butthole guys that call in and just But if you were to take them longer, you'd weed out all those idiots, so they wouldn't have to feel the need to, like, purge themselves every time you say, hey, let's take a call.
I got news for you. I could take them 24/7, and they would still always be there. That's their life. Don't you get it?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've been listening to you since way back in the day, and, I love you, and whatever you do, I'll keep listening.
Well, thank God for you.
All your pink parts.
Here's one. This is a good one, too. How about Lisa Marie Presley for the pool? That's a good one. Lisa Marie.
Right.
Lisa Marie. That's a really good one. You getting these down on there, Chris, or what?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Line 9 is always excellent. QAM, hello. WQAM, hello.
That's a good stuff.
WQAM, hola.
Hi, Neil. It's Charlene from the Mad Dog Show.
WQAM, hello.
Wah! My job sucks. Wah! The caller sucks. Wah! Joe sucks. Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, he starts on Monday. Well, you don't want to have to do 3 days a week, do you?
No.
He's getting it down pretty good. WQAM, hello.
Neil, are you mad that Joe Bell's making me take calls?
Joe Bell isn't making me do anything.
Because normally you don't take any calls, so I figured he was just telling you probably to take some more calls.
Sir, let me say it again. Joe Bell has no input into anything that happens on this show, okay?
Well, that's good.
Other than what we can't do. Not what we do or must do or should do. What we can't do, that's another story.
You can't play fart sounds, but he's telling you to take calls.
No, he's not. Let me ask you a question. Do you have a hearing problem?
Me? Absolutely not. I'm great.
I just got through telling you he has nothing to do with whether I take calls or not.
That's not what he wanted to hear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Joe Bell wants me to take calls. Okay, does that make you happy?
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, okay.
See, all we have now are cranks and antagonists, people with problems with you. Or me, or Chris,
I don't
all of the
bother
above.
me. I could care less.
That's what we're left with.
See, they think that it does. That's the part that I find slightly amusing. They think, oh, boy, we sure busted his balls. Oh. Yeah, first you got to find him, okay? WQAM, hello. WQAM, hello. QAM. Well, that was going to be the good call, too. I could smell it. WQAM, hello.
Hi, it's Eileen. I'm Charlotte.
WQAM, hello.
Neil!
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Chuck Meyer from WIOD?
I haven't got any idea.
Have a good day.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, hey, I'm your first lady caller. This is Rosemary.
All right.
Yeah, this is Rosemary. Neil, I used to wait on you at the racetrack. Tall redhead with the big nose.
At what racetrack? At Pompano?
At Pompano, yeah.
I'll be damned. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Too bad what they...
You got Paris Hilton on that list?
Yeah, she, second place.
Oh, because I had Tori Spelling, but somebody called him before me with that. Listen, I got to ask you. I hate to make you repeat something, but what happened to Fat Richard? I heard he hit a superfecta or something and dropped dead at the table.
No, he didn't hit the superfecta. He hit the table.
He hit the table?
Yeah.
Right at the racetrack?
Right in the dining room. I wasn't there, thank goodness.
Wow, I know. I haven't seen you in a long time. Okay, I just wanted to add Paris Hilton to the list, but she's already on there.
Thanks, sweetie. Have a great life.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Yeah.
How do you like that? A lady and somebody I know and a nice person and living and breathing. And whatever happened to Fat Rich? He hit the super. I had the super. Plop. And that was it. Poor Richie. Poor Richie, man. See, this poll is really kind of a waste of time. You want to know why? Anytime we have a poll where you put George Bush on there, although Paris Hilton is giving him a run for his money. He's got 135, she's got 83, and everybody else is like almost invisible. They pale into insignificance. out of 277 vote. I bet you Chris is all whipped up. What did you have on the first one? 8 what?
Oh, it was 877?
So you're gonna have maybe 1,300 votes today combined. You'd
Right.
almost think that we had somebody listening today, although I have doubts about that.
Biggest name.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Oh, God.
Now back to Cow Jeopardy and your host, Alex Trebek.
We move on now to Double Jeopardy, and let me remind our players there's not one but 2 dairy doubles on the board. Bossy, you had the low score at the end of the last round. Choose a category, please. Big and stupid for 200. The answer is a dry cow or Vice President Quail. Yes, Elsie. Right. What is an utter failure? An utter failure. Very good. You now have control of the board. Famous cowgirls for 600. This is Delta Burke's favorite dress. Bossy. Correct. What is a moo-moo? Very good. Please select. Cowpuree for 800. The answer is to give birth or a kind of coffee. Yes, Bossy. No. Elsie. No. Again, the answer is to give birth or a kind of coffee. Yes, Roseanne.
What is decaf, Alan?
That's right. Oh, and that means we're out of time. We'll return in a moment with Final Cow Jeopardy, where our category will be real food for real people, right after this.
The answer is, it's 11:45 at 560 WQAM, so there's another one that you must love, Cow Jeopardy.
Yes, I do. I like all the Jeopardy parodies. By the way, the food's here.
Well, that's great. The food's here, and in about 50 minutes or so, we'll be doing our Neil deal, because it's Thursday. And we got 8 million open lines on the phone. Bad news, man. I thought we'd have a tremendous outpouring today and tomorrow. These last 2 days before the summer schedule starts.
Well, how'd you get?
I beg your pardon?
I said, how's it going?
What'd you get?
I'm eating some hummus right now.
Hummus?
Hummus to tune.
And?
It's great. I'm going to have some a fish sandwich that isn't exactly fish. And they've brought a lot of food, actually. A whole bunch of things.
Really? Mm-hmm. And what about Chris? What are you chowing down on,
having a Jamaican meatless patty. Chris is not in the room right now.
Why is that?
You got me.
Maybe he's clearing out some way for lunch, you know. He's clearing a little room.
They brought a whole bunch of desserts, too.
Oh, that's what I told him this morning.
Really
I said I wouldn't be surprised if they bring a whole bunch of desserts. It kind of pisses me off.
Non-fish sandwich is really good.
Well, what is it?
It tastes like fish, but it's not.
Oh. WQAM, hello. QAM.
Hello?
Yes? WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
I'm about to have lunch too. I'm in my portobello mushroom sub, but I was thinking back to the poll you had the other day about the restaurants that closed, and one of them was Monero's, and I actually worked there for a while. And there was a guy, he was like a host or, a maitre d' type guy, and he knew you because I always listened. His name was Andy Rothman, and I'd go in, and when I was working there, I was like, hey, Andy, what's up? You speak to Neil lately? And he'd be like, yeah, Andy Rothman wants to talk to Neil, and he heard me calling up on the radio.
I never heard of Andy Rothman.
Neil, you have. We've talked about him before, about like with Steve Stone and Bert Sugarman.
Oh, yeah, here we go with this guy again, yeah. Same old crap. Let me ask you something. If you live another year or two, do you think you can come up with some new names?
No, hold on. But Andy Rothman's a very close friend of mine.
Don't have any idea who that is. All you want to do is call in and put his name on the air, that's all.
As many times as you'll let him.
Yeah, keep saying it. Andy Rothman.
He gets $20 every time he does it.
Yeah.
What about
Hyman Roth.
Right, and Bert Sugarman and Steve.
Yeah, Bert Sugarman. Yeah, okay. Every time this guy, the same hawking the same China, man, with the same crap. Hakeem, the same China. 5670560. I beg your pardon?
He's here, by the way.
Well, tell him I apologize for mispronouncing his name the first time or two. But
we blame Andy.
Nobody told me. Andy didn't.
We blame Andy's fault. It's Andy's fault.
Of course, it's Andy's fault. Because he's scared like a little child.
Right.
Geez, I'm scared of Neil. He's so mean. He's so mean. What is Andy, like about 10 years old or something?
And 3 feet tall.
Uh-huh.
One of yours.
5670560, pound 560. What does that mean, one of mine?
Yay. No, the other one.
Oh, Jewish. WQAM, hello.
I'm about to have my sub and...
Great. WQAM, hello.
I mean, sad to say. Not that I'm completely upset.
Welcome to Uncensored, the party line where almost anything goes.
WQAM, hello.
Hi, is this Neil?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Neil. My name is Mary, and I live in North Carolina.
You're in North Carolina?
Yeah, near George.
Hi.
And I used to live in Miami, and our family got away from there.
Well, good for you.
Not to take that guy's thunder, but on your list of restaurants that closed, what about the Depot?
Right, that was good.
Remember that one in South Miami? That was just fantastic.
It was very good. Yeah, I do. I ate there many times.
My husband and I had our first date there.
Really?
Yeah, because of you.
Huh.
Because he was listening to you. But just want to say we love your show. We listen on the Internet, and it's very good to be out of South Florida.
Congratulations, Mary.
Thank you. Take care.
And don't go back. You too. There's Mary in North Carolina. How do you like that? See, it goes to show you, if you punch up 400 or 500 of them, you might get somebody you want to talk to.
You might.
Not likely, but once in a while like that. And then there's always Andy Rothman and Bert Sugarman and whatever, and David and Steve Stone and his boyfriend. And it was David Sugarman, by the way.
That's right.
This guy, right? Remember that?
David Sugarman's mother.
That's right. David Sugarman's mother says, be sure to say hi to Steve Stone. And hey, Steve.
You fairy.
WQAM is next. Hello.
Neil.
Yes.
Who was the Leafs coach in 86?
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to Neil.
Speaking.
Neil, you had a plumbing problem in your condo, I heard the other day.
No, I don't have any plumbing problem, no.
Well, you said flushing.
I said they shut the water off for one day in my building.
Okay.
Okay. Get your ears cleaned out, okay? Get a big Q-tip and stick it in there and push it all the way through. Had a plumbing problem in my condo. Oh, my God. WQAM, hello.
I shaved my neck beard.
WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to say hello to you because another lady caller called in, so she gave me the courage to say hello.
Well, thank goodness for that.
My mom and I went out to the appearance, and you were a complete gentleman and absolutely a doll, and just wanted to say thank you for taking the time out to brave us crazy people, and we love you.
Well, thanks.
All right, well, you have a great day.
And you too. How do you like that? The ladies are nice today, and the guys are... They're in a big contest, as you can be the biggest a-hole. And believe you me, we got plenty of heavy-duty competition.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing on Chris's poll here?
301.
Bush has got 148. What?
301. Oh,
302. Excuse you.
303.
Excuse you. 30. Oh, excuse me. 303. Whatever it is, just shut up. Just shut up and eat. What are you eating now? You eating the desserts?
I don't have anything as of yet. I was out of the...
He was out of the room during
what were you doing?
last
You weren't
break.
doing a Joyce, were you?
No, I was just going to the bathroom now.
You want to run that by me again? You were peeing?
C.
Paris Hilton's in second place and everybody else small taters. Don't let me forget about John's plane, okay? We got to play that.
Okay.
In honor of the poll. Don't let me forget that.
All right, I won't.
I played all those stupid-ass Jeopardy things for you. Cat Jeopardy and
Cow Jeopardy.
Goat Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm. Double Jeopardy.
Cockatoo Jeopardy. WQAM, hello.
Palm Beach. Palm Beach. Hello.
Palm Beach, hello.
All right. Chuck Myers. Sleeping with his sister, Dee Dee Myers.
He's what?
Chuck Myers is sleeping with his sister, Dee Dee Myers.
Yeah, okay, great. 567-0560, pound 560 on the Verizon singular wireless line. You know who that was? That was Woody, I think.
I think you're right.
Oh, yeah. Another a-hole. Real major a-hole. With no life whatsoever. Woody. WQAM, hello. QAM. Hola.
Can we have a volunteer chronic list?
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
Hey, I called you some time ago, and I told you that I was supporting Hillary because I didn't think Barack would win, and you were saying that he was going to win. Mm-hmm. So I was just calling to say you were right all along, man. I got to have a little faith.
He's your next president, baby. You better get used to it.
And he looks strong go against McCain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy, man.
Well, good. You're
All right,
happy.
I just want to tell you were right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, man.
Bye. Bye, man. I was right. He was wrong. It takes a big man to admit that, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Donut. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay, sir.
You okay?
Yeah. What did he say?
I think he said you're gay.
Oh.
Newsflash. Gay.
Bulletin, yeah.
No, I know.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Uncle Neil, how's it going, eh?
Okay.
One small quibble on the poll. I thought Jerry Van Dyke more funnier than his brother Dick.
Well, that's not saying much.
Yeah, I suppose. I enjoyed him on Coach.
Cool.
I know. It's just cheap sitcom crap, but I thought he was halfway decent. Is Giada De Laurentiis on the poll?
Who?
The cook on the Food Channel.
Wait, what's wrong with her?
Total bimbo. No talent. Butterface.
Butterface?
Yeah. I know George likes her, but, and I was a shout.
I do?
Too, and I just
George doesn't have any idea who that is.
Nope.
I thought he'd spoken about her before. I could be wrong. I often am. All right. Greetings from Bonita Springs.
Okay, and back to
Graham.
Okay, get out of there before it's too late. Bonita Springs. Oh. If you think South Florida is bad, try the West Coast sometime. Although they do have they have Hardee's over there on the West Coast.
That's right.
And they got Tampon Springs, and they got Lutz, and they got Temple Terrace. They got the Chronic from Lutz. It's a horrible. The whole state of Florida, man, if it just fell off the rest of the country, it'd be a big pubic service. Just like chopping somebody's penis off. It'd be the same thing. Just chop it off right there at the state border. You know, one thing about when you drive, like we did a couple of weeks ago, when you drive up the coast, and you drive through Jacksonville, and then you get into Georgia, and it's like a
wasteland.
Well, no, but there's no difference. In other words, Jacksonville is South Georgia. You know what I mean? You feel like you can't be that far from Aintree.
That's right.
And I'm sure that we drove past the Cohulawasi River. Positive. 309 votes, and of course it's only 5 minutes before the hour. So you know what that means, don't you?
I know.
Neil's half-price deals, head of the town, and in just 5 minutes at noon we'll be opening up the store. You'll be able to feast on the totally new Food from the Hidden Secret, which is located at 167th Street, North Miami Beach, a vegetarian restaurant by Joaquin. A vegetarian restaurant by Joaquin is mouth-watering, delectable dishes like veggie salmon burgers, tofu burgers, veggie or spinach tofu patties. Are you eating any of that?
Not yet.
Would George die or something?
I went to get some more food. I was walking around.
As well as the classic Spanish and original soya dishes. Besides being good to your body and mind with any of Joaquin's homemade dishes, entrees start at only $3.99. Where else can you eat really healthy and get great taste for a price like that? And that's just the beginning. A vegetarian restaurant by Joaquin's also got natural juices and beverages like wheatgrass shots and rainforest drinks. Come treat your palate with Joaquin's homemade incredible desserts like zucchini, banana, and carrot cakes. When you buy a $50 gift certificate for only $25, you can really feast with a family of four. Call 786-210-8787. That's 786-210-8787. In just 3 minutes or less, you'll be able to take advantage of our half-price deal this week on WQAM.com.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
This is Brady Quinn. Whenever I shave my balls, I listen to the Neil Rogers 12 to 1 hour.
Tom Brady's out. I want some win. You ain't seen no man quite like Brady Quinn. He's a football playing dude, a solid wall of meat. The kind of guy that I want to do, that's good enough to eat. I wonder if he'll go on a date, but there's no chance at all. So does that make me a sports queer if I want to see him grab the balls? Oh, baby, wow, look at that kid. You ain't seen no man quite like Brady Quinn. I gotta hide them titties screen that helps me see his buns. I can drool all I wanna, but I ain't gonna never get none. Notre Dame's up a business school, okay, that's not so great, but I'm gushing over him madly, at least until he's 28. Tom Brady's out, I want some Quinn. You ain't seen no man quite like Brady Quinn. Oh baby, wow, look at that kid. You ain't seen no man quite like Brady Quinn.
12:02 at 560 WQAM. Happy Thursday to you, El 12 de Junio. Ain't it?
See.
Oh, you know something I forgot all about? I got so many other things going on now. Got a million things going on.
That's right. Oh, and I better monitor the page.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I haven't even taken a peek at it yet. And this BSO thing, what the hell does that thing keep smearing up on there for? Don't you hate that when something keeps... we got 40 left. We started with 50. These are $50 certificates for $25. So we have 40 left. You got it?
Got it.
What's Chris eating? What does that mean?
Just not my style.
You're not even eating the desserts?
Nah, not into zucchini.
What?
Not into zucchini. It's all good.
They got a whole bunch of desserts here, but one of them is a zucchini chocolate cake, and he didn't want it. But they got cheesecakes, they got all kinds of things over here. He's superstitious. If an animal product isn't in it, he doesn't want it. And I thought I was bad.
How can desserts, I just don't understand it.
There's no lard in these desserts, so he doesn't want any part of it. He didn't get that way eating healthy, you know.
Yeah.
If it isn't an animal product, fried in another animal product, he doesn't even want to look at it. In the meantime, I'm housing all this hummus.
So you monitor that page, okay? We got 40 left.
Will do.
You are monitoring?
See.
Oh, death by chocolate. Dark chocolate brownie with chocolate meringue and chocolate mousse wrapped in a rich chocolate ganache. Oh, that's a menu I just got. For the cruise. Not for the cruise, for the yacht. Chocolate ganache. That's just what I need, you know. Gazpacho soup, baked Arctic char. Ooh, I'm not going to that party. Alex Kaczynski is more accustomed to appearing on lists to fill U.S. Supreme Court vacancies than headlines involving pornographic scandals, but yesterday the chief judge of the country's largest federal appeals court was forced to suspend an obscenity trial he was presiding over after sexually explicit images posted to his family's website became public. The L.A. Times reported that Kaczynski had posted sexual material on his personal website and then blocked access after being interviewed about it Tuesday night. Kaczynski, 57, told the Times he thought the material on his site, which included a video of a man cavorting with a sexually aroused farm animal, couldn't be seen by the public. The judge said he didn't believe any of the images were obscene, including a video of a man cavorting with a sexually aroused farm animal. Is it prurient? I don't know what to tell you, he told the newspaper. I think it's odd and interesting. It's part of life. It's not part of my life, cavorting with sexually aroused farm animals, but nevertheless. Yael Kaczynski, the judge's film editor's son, told the New York Times yesterday that the site is registered to him and he maintains it. Friends and family are able to post it there, he said. The fact that it was publicly accessible actually is my fault too, Yael Kaczynski told the newspaper. I made a mistake configuring it. Neither father nor son made clear Wednesday who posted the images in question. Judge Kaczynski said earlier that he didn't believe any of them were obscene. He suspended until Monday the trial of Ira Isaacs, who's charged with obscenity for selling movies depicting bestiality and extreme fetishes involving feces and urination. Oh, sorry to do that in the middle of your lunch.
It's all right.
Appellate judges such as Kaczynski occasionally handle trial court cases. Kaczynski told lawyers in the case he wanted to give them time to consider whether to ask that he be disqualified. Federal prosecutors are discussing their options, Department of Justice lawyer Kenneth Whitted said. At best, the exposure of his website was an embarrassing turn of events for Kaczynski, who reached the pinnacle of a long, illustrious, and colorful judicial career in November when he was appointed chief judge of the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over 9 western states. The appointment capped a 26-year career on the bench that began in 1982 at age 32 when he was named chief of the newly created Federal Claims Court, which handles lawsuits related to federal contracts. 3 years later, President Reagan appointed him to the Ninth Circuit, making him the youngest federal appellate judge in the country. President George Herbert Walker Bush seriously considered nominating Kaczynski for high court openings in 1990-91, even though the jurist hasn't received the same considerations from Bush Jr. Still, Kaczynski enjoys a sterling reputation as an eloquent opinion writer and a titan on the bench, even while his off-the-bench eccentricities run the gamut. Kaczynski, 57, was born in Romania to Holocaust survivors and came to America when he was 12. 6 years later, he won a date in 1968 while appearing on the TV show The Dating Game after greeting the contestant with, "Good afternoon, flower of my heart." He purports to build his own computers and said he was an authority on snowboarding while successfully vying to win Gossip Blog's contest for Judicial Hottie. 7 years ago, we engaged Washington, D.C. federal court administrators in a battle over web filters that they installed to block porn from government computers. The computer-savvy Kaczynski walked into a government computer room in San Francisco and personally disabled the filters for 3 appellate circuits, including his own, touching off a feud with administrators and ultimately won when they stopped blocking porn. How do you like that? I think the judge is, a little freaky is what he is. But to each its own,
Yep.
Maybe he likes animules. So how are we doing with that thing?
Let me refresh.
39.
Oh, there goes another one.
Sorry, I said something, but I'm eating.
No, we want you to talk with your mouth full, because then Joe Bell get another email about how nasty and, oh, that's so gross, and blah, 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 et cetera, and so on.
I'm going to start forwarding him all the fan mail.
Like what?
The fan mail that we get here on the show. You, me, both of us.
When do we get that?
All the time.
We do?
Sure.
Oh, you mean like on MySpace?
Or the regular email. Get a lot of compliments from people.
I never get them.
Well, you don't need them.
No, I don't.
You want me to forward you emails from people saying you're great, that the show's great?
No, I don't.
I didn't think so.
Ponderous, boring.
I know. I answer them. I write them back and say thank you very much. Keep listening. Tell a friend. Things like that.
I'm getting hungry now. I'm starving to death reading all these menus, and then you're eating all that good stuff over there. And Chris is acting like a baby today. Acting like a child.
Oh, well.
He's superstitious.
Why? What is it? If he doesn't eat meat, he's going to like...
He decided that he doesn't like tofu, and therefore, as if tofu only tastes like one thing, as if everything in here doesn't taste like, something different and delicious. I like tofu, and nothing in here tastes like it. And I'm eating a mango right now.
And
it's great.
Still alive?
So far.
So you got to try different things. That doesn't mean you're going to eat that all the time, every day, like that, etc. But
there are desserts in here. There's cheesecake in here with strawberries and syrup on top of it.
Oh my God! And he's sitting in there acting like a
I don't
spoiled
eat
child.
cheesecake by itself, anyways. Whether
You what?
I don't eat cheesecake. Isn't interesting to me. I don't eat it anyways.
No actual cheese in it. I told him we'd go find a stray cat and torture it while he ate if he needs to have an animal suffer while he eats.
Oh, my God. Up until this day, I never realized what we were dealing with.
I told him I got packs of mayonnaise over here. We can slather mayonnaise on it. That's made with eggs.
That's gross.
WQAM, hello.
Now.
Yeah. Okay. 5670560. We are on a real roll with the phone here today, and then of course George will be on most of the time the rest of the summer, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just warming them up for you as well. Public service. What?
I said you're gay.
Oh yeah.
Gay.
So are you. That's what they keep saying.
Yeah, no, they wish. They want it.
They want it?
Mm-hmm. They want my stuff.
Oh, God. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Still leaving it on the oven. And you?
Oh, God.
Well, they're all checking in today, aren't they?
Yeah, everybody.
Eddie, Woody, the David Sugarman guy.
But we haven't heard from Quarter Slot Guy. Our very favorite.
Well, we're only halfway through the show.
How are we doing with the certificates, by the way?
39.
39 still. And then part of that is your fault. The reason they're going so slow is Chris's fault.
I apologize now.
Because you're acting like a baby. You know?
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Dumb as dirt. And now, from the people who brought you what dogs are thinking, it's what pet fish are thinking.
Hey, Gil. Hey, come over here. Check this out. What is it, Charlie? You know, this diver guy, he hasn't moved since I don't know how long. And, you know, he cannot be comfortable with that plastic tube up his wazoo. Hey, don't sweat it. He's still breathing. You see the bubbles? Uh-oh. Hey, here comes Tabby. Oh, great. Watch this. No, don't. Hey, moron. Come and get me. Here she comes. Hey, I'm right here, you idiot. Come on. Fresh fillet. Come and get it. Works every time. Hey, don't choke on the parakeet, you paw-licking degenerate. Hey, Charlie, look. She's going for that electrical cord. Watch that stupid furball electrocute herself. Hey, she just unplugged our filter. Oh, this is not good. Oh, not good at all. Hey, Kitty. Hey, put that back in. Hey, nice, Kitty. Come on, cat. A little help here. Hey, yo, Gil. What? Ever tried an underfin deodorant?
Next time, what pigeons are thinking.
Roger, this is Clark Leader. We have a newly washed Lincoln Town Car, 7:00 o'clock, and you are go for target practice.
Oh, yeah. 12:15 at 560 WQAM. At least 14 Republican members of Congress have refused to endorse or publicly support Senator John McCain for president, and more than a dozen others declined to answer whether they back the Arizona senator. Many of the recalcitrant GOP members declined to detail their reasons for withholding support, but Representative John Peterson, Republican of Pennsylvania, expressed major concerns about McCain's energy policies, and Representative Walter Jones of North Carolina cited the war in Iraq. A handful of other Republicans on Capitol Hill made the distinction between endorsing and supporting, adding that while they haven't yet endorsed, they do support McCain. Right. In recent weeks, much of the discussion and debate about party unity has been on the Democrat side amid their protracted presidential primary, yet achieving harmony is a concern on both sides of the aisle this year. It's not unusual for certain factions of the Democratic and Republican parties not to embrace their respective candidates for president. McCain's campaign seized on some Democrats' reticence about Barack Obama, issuing a release on Tuesday that highlighted that Representative Dan Boren isn't endorsing the presumptive nominee. While some conservative Democrats have yet to endorse Obama and didn't back John Kerry in 2004, there are both centrist and conservative Republicans representing various parts of the country who are not embracing McCain. Throughout his career in the House and Senate, McCain's been at odds with his party on a range of issues, including campaign finance reform, earmarks, immigration, health care, taxes, and energy. Some Senate Republicans were especially irked with McCain's role in the Gang of 14 deal on judicial nominations. Representative Tom Tancredo of Colorado has been sharply critical of McCain on immigration, told the Hill in February, "I don't like McCain. I don't like him at all." And I second that emotion. I don't like him at all. Kind of like Swillery. I feel the same way about him that I do about her. Don't like them at all. Now maybe that British guy will call in now. Oh, geez, how come you both? He was just foaming at the mouth.
Mm-hmm. That's good, though.
Yeah, maybe clean up his...
And that was actually a real call.
Yeah, maybe he'll clean off his teeth a little bit. All that foam. Look at that phone, baby.
Look at that
the foam on the phone, yeah. Not a call on the board. 5670560, pound 560. See, this is what cracks me up about those people who scream and holler for the phones. Oh, the show just isn't the same without the callers. The callers make the show. Yeah? Well, where are they? Every time I do this, it's the same story.
Right.
You know, they just can't keep up the momentum, that's all. They can't maintain the mo. WQAM, hello.
As we were saying, George, now...
5670560 and pound 560 on the Verizon and Singular wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hillary pissed me off, man. Oh, I got shot at. Look at me. And then, oh, yeah, I voted for the troops to go to Iraq. But then because it's unpopular, now we shouldn't be there. Oh, look at me, look at me, look at me. Oh, I'm Hillary.
WQAM, hello.
Hello? I was at
Yeah, okay. He's got a strangulated instrument is what he's got. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
What about when you used to cruise in the 80s?
Yeah, what about it? What about it? Yeah. WQAM, hello. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, please, I have one plea for you. Please bring back the tapes. No George, please.
WQAM, hello. QAM. You can do it. Excuse me.
Did he fart?
I think so. Yes.
Oh, yes, I'd like to ask a simple question about the NBA Finals.
You want to ask who a question?
Excuse me?
You want to ask who a question?
A hard question?
Yeah, a hard question, like, are you a moron? No, that's an easy question. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I'm white, and I have a black wife. And I want to know, with the racist topic, with why can they get on Imus for saying certain things, or you can't say the N-word, which is perfectly understandable. Why can everyone get on the radio stations and TV and like Joe Rose and such, white trash this, white trash that? If we start saying black trash or something, that's very racist. And I mean, I'm far from racist, but what is your take on that? Isn't that a racist comment?
What's my take?
Isn't white trash a racist comment to be saying on the airwaves?
No.
Okay, but if we say the other way, it would be taken as racist.
That's correct. Now you got it. Now you're catching on, okay? Take you a little while, a little slow. You're catching on. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless. Trailer trash, say, is better. White trash, then you get into race. Trailer trash, then that's more general, right?
Sure.
How are we doing with the certificates, by the way? We got 39 still?
Yep.
You got to be kidding me. We started with only 50. WQAM, hello. QAM.
Barack Obama is the second coming of the...
WQAM, hello. QAM, hello. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
I keep hearing Mad Dog talking about how nasty it was in his studio over there. Said it had like red stains on the carpet. Just when you think Randy was walking on that carpet?
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Roy!
QAM, hello.
Yeah. I want to take you to church for the
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes.
I'm going to live in a trailer park, a modular home. And I wonder why people
sure you do.
talk
Bad
about
phony,
a black
bad
man.
phony accent, Reverend Schwartz.
Who?
Bad phony accent. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
I'm up in Boca, and I've got Singular, and I use pound 560, and it doesn't work. It says can't be completed as dialed.
Yeah.
It's because you have Singular.
Are you aware of that? It's a tall
It's
call.
because he is Singular. It's Verizon and Singular Wireless is what our thing is.
AT&T. How can you have Singular?
Okay. I've got AT&T Singular. I didn't know there was a difference.
It ain't supposed to be.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it's a scam.
WQAM, hello. QAM.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
Andre says hello.
Yeah. Okay, great. Hello, Andre. WQAM, hello. QAM, hello.
Man, these chronics have no material, Neil.
WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, Neil?
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering, when is the Sushi Yoshi deal on? I thought that was today.
Last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still on your website.
Let me say it again. Last week. It shouldn't be on our website because Eric should be taking all of that stuff off of there. It's outdated. It's on the top of the thing. It's on QAM.com, okay? It's a commercial thing. It doesn't belong on NeilRogers.com. And how it got on there, I haven't got any idea. Eric was trying to be helpful, and he was helping a little bit too much. Didn't I tell you that before the show today?
Mm-hmm.
And didn't we say he was going to get all that stuff?
He did it right away.
It's not, he got rid of it. It's not even on there.
Right, once it's gone.
It's not even on there. Once it's gone, it's gone. Okay, schmuck? Oh, Jean Provocateur. WQAM, hello.
We are, that's right.
QAM, hello.
Hey, how you doing? Hello,
Okay.
and hello to George, too.
Yo.
Hey, I'm a rabid atheist, and I was wondering if you guys could clarify a couple things about the Bible for me, because I read Ken's Guide to the Bible, and I've heard enough about it that, it doesn't make any sense to me, but I was having a heated discussion with some Christians the other day, and I brought up some of the ridiculous stuff like, being killed for working on Sunday and killing your kids if they misbehave, and they insisted that I was nuts, that stuff's not in the Bible. And or is
Go
it
to Bible.com. It has a search engine. Find anything you want in the Bible.
I'm sorry?
Any version of the Bible. Bible.com. Search for Bible for any phrase, any word, any version.
Well, and they said, they go...
Leviticus.
I'm sorry?
Leviticus.
Oh, okay. Excellent. And they said, oh, that's the Old Testament, and that's not what Christians
Can I ask you a
believe.
question? Why would you dignify such garbage while wasting your time with it? What's the point?
Well, it's just that we were at a party, and somebody said something that was so ridiculous I had to say, like, you guys call yourself Christians, but you do all these things that are so contrary to, what it says to do, this rule book that you have of how you're supposed to, behave and run your life, and none of you guys even seem to know what's in it. And there were several different people that just, told me how full of crap I was. And I just wanted to confirm, because they said, oh, that must be the Old Testament, and that's
yeah,
a
there you
thing.
go, yeah.
So, so they're nuts and I'm not, right?
Correct.
Hey, how about a poll suggestion? What's the most ridiculous thing in the Bible? People living for 900 years, or...
the long poll.
Yeah, there wouldn't be enough room to list all the ridiculous...
All of it. The most ridiculous thing about the Bible is that there are people who actually believe it.
Yeah, and so they said to me, well, have you ever read it? I said, no, I read books that told the ridiculous, contradictions about it and stuff like that. And I've heard enough about it. So
let me say it again to you, sir. Don't waste your energy with caca, okay? Don't waste your energy with crap. That is correct. Cackamoon. Next time they start giving you a song and a dance about all this, the good book says this, just tell them cackamoon.
Mm-hmm.
And that covers it all. Walk away. That's a catch-all. How are you doing on your poll there, Chris? 367. You got a shot at 500 today. Wouldn't that be something on that new poll, on the second poll?
That'd be pretty good.
That'd be pretty, be a lot better if we sold those certificates, but Chris, of course, is upbeat on that.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Now back to Dog Jeopardy and your host, Alex Trebart. We move on now to Double Jeopardy. Sparky, you had the low score at the end of the last round. Choose a category, please. Horticulture for 200. The tough exterior covering of the common birch tree. No, I'm sorry, we cannot give that to you. It must be in the form of a question. What is bark? Sparky, you still have control of the board. Taboos for 600. And the answer is the new sofa and the poodle next door. Correct. What are two things you're not allowed on? Personal hygiene for 200. The answer is because they can. Scruffy. No. Bonbon. Correct. The answer is because they can. The question, why do dogs lick their... Oh, and that means we're out of time. We'll return with Final Dog Jeopardy, where our category will be Scratch and Sniff right after this.
Yeah, Scratch and Sniff this. 12:31 at 560 WQAM. It's a great Thursday. We got 80 trillion callers lined up here. Once they start calling. What? How we doing with the certificates, by the way?
38.
38. There goes another one. And
I had some food, and I had one of the meat patty things.
Meatless patties.
Yes, meatless patties. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I had like 3 of them.
Yep. So I do apologize. It's pretty good. It's got some nice spice to it and everything. So
you don't have to apologize. It's just that you're such a hard ass.
Look at that. Well, Steph is piling a plate up with them patties.
I learned
like a baby. Like a baby.
Listen, a lot of people are superstitious about vegetarian food. I can relate. I used to be.
What do you mean superstitious about I never heard of that.
They don't think they're going to like it because there's no meat or lard in it. Because nothing suffered in order to make it, so it's not going to taste good. I'm having a smoothie.
Are you really?
Yes, I am.
Good.
You usually do that, don't you?
What?
Have smoothies?
What are you talking about? Yeah, oh yeah.
Took a little while.
Well, yeah, you're talking in the past now, okay?
No, there's still hope for the future.
I hope so.
Yeah, good.
I doubt it, though. I don't think so. John McCain's demonstrated nonchalance on whether or not the U.S. should bring its troops home from Iraq demonstrates that the Republican presidential candidate is out of touch and just doesn't get the consequences of a continued occupation, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid said yesterday. Reid issued a scathing rebuke to the Arizona senator after McCain's appearance on the NBC Today show. Democratic National Committee Chairman Howard Dean and surrogates of presidential candidate Barack Obama also were quick to condemn McCain after Wednesday morning's appearance. Host Matt Lauer noted the perception that the surge is working and asked McCain if he had a better estimate of when American forces can come home from Iraq, to which McCain replied, "No, but that's not too important." As he has before, such as his oft-criticized 100-year statement, McCain said the length of occupation wasn't what was important, but the number of casualties U.S. troops suffer. So let them stay there and rot forever. As long as they stay alive, that's what really counts. A crazy person. And this is the best the Republicans could come up with, was a total crazy old coot. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Hello.
WQAM, hello.
Hi, this is Nancy. I enjoy your show immensely. I have a question.
Yes, Nancy.
My question is, last week your ratings came out. How did you do? Because I was looking in the paper and nobody wrote anything on it.
Good. That's good. That's good that nobody wrote anything about it. They're not good.
They weren't good?
The station is vanishing from the earth.
Well, it was just a trend. That's why nobody wrote anything.
Yeah, it was just a trend. They don't write articles about trends. It was just,
okay. Because I thought Barry Jackson was going to write something because, he usually writes things about,
Oh, especially if the guys across the street who are in, he's in their pocket if they do well, which rarely happens, but especially if that happens.
Okay, because I was out of town for the weekend with my nephew's graduation, so I didn't, wasn't able to hear what happened.
But you don't want to know.
Oh, okay, but you're
Thanks,
good.
Nancy.
You're welcome. Bye.
Have a great day. They sucked. The ratings sucked. They blew. We don't have any. Can't complain about our ratings on QM because we don't have any. But Jolly Joe's running around. Ho, ho, ho! We're going to do this and we're going to do that. You'll see, Neil. Ho, ho, ho! I'll see, all right. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil. Did you see the recent Time magazine article about the soldiers on Prozac and antidepressants?
No.
It's very interesting. It has a stat that shows when the soldiers have been on 3 or more tours, their incidence of serious mental illness is close to 30%.
Well, don't tell that to John McCain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Maybe he wants more people to be mentally ill like he is, John McCain. That's possible. Misery loves company, isn't that what they say? I think you're eating again.
Chomp, chomp.
WQAM,
I'm drinking
hello.
at the moment.
QAM. WQAM, hello.
Yes, why do you have something against Hillary Clinton? What is your agenda?
Oh, here we go again.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you something. What is this your one topic? Is this all you're capable of talking about?
What do you have against Hillary Clinton? Yeah, that's all I talk about, man. Fart on your bed, fart on your whore, every time you get some score. Why don't you talk about cruising in the 80s, you douchebags? No? Yeah.
How sad. Very sad, yeah. Oh, yeah. Was there any doubt?
None.
Was there any doubt that he
he was
had
using
his
animal
sword in
products,
hand?
too.
Yeah. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless line. Well, he got such a big thrill out of it yesterday. I guess, let's come back and do it again. You betcha. WQAM, hello.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay.
I'm Jeff Dowder I'm in a band called Dark Horse.
Yeah, you're in a band called The Boys in the Band is the band you're in. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon. The interesting part of it is, as weak as the response is today, when you take away the 4 or 5, they're called 600 times a piece, there ain't much of anything.
No.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Kills time, though.
Oh, it kills some sensational time.
After all.
I think kill is the operative word. How are we doing with the certificates, by the way? Still 38?
Refreshing right now. 38.
Not so good. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, whatever you do, man, just don't get DirecTV. Please, don't get DirecTV.
Why is that? I have DirecTV. Oh, you just want to keep saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. I like it. Got it down there. Don't have it here because it don't exist here. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless line. WQAM, hello. QAM. WQAM, hello.
I'm the voice.
QAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes?
Hey, has the media given any kind of indication on who Obama's going to have as his running mate at this point?
Well, what do you mean, has the media given any indication? He hasn't decided yet. So
Well, they always have rumors, but I know, like with McCain, everybody's talking about Chris now. That's going to be his running mate.
Everybody's talking about limp-wristed Charlie Crist.
Yeah, I saw a blurb about it online earlier, so...
Well, that doesn't mean everybody's talking about it. You saw a blurb about it, so therefore everybody's talking about it.
Well, online and also on the talking head shows.
Yeah. Well, once they look into his closet, Miss Crist ain't going to be the running mate.
Yeah, I think with Obama, they should... I don't understand why Richardson's not talked about to be with him, and then they will fear him.
Okay. Well, I guess they can just forget the whole, vetting process, and they can just call this guy, and he'll tell him Bill Richardson the man. Yeah, that's it. Has the media done any speculating yet? Yeah. How about we just wait till he decides and tells us who he chooses? Wouldn't that be an interesting...
Nah, that's no fun. Let's speculate.
Oh. Speculate?
I will.
You're picking on Bill Richardson again? 391 votes on the poll. We're getting close to 400, Chris.
All right.
Which talentless child of privilege capitalized best on his or her family's fame and fortune? W. George W. Bush, 192. Almost half the votes. Paris Hilton, 113. John F. Kennedy, Jr. Don't let me forget to play that.
Okay.
16. Hey, Sophia Coppola, 7. Joel Feinberg, 7. What a loser. God. Tori Spelling, 6. Lisa Marie Presley, 5. Melissa Rivers, 5. Jim Belushi, 5. Donald Trump Jr., 5. We still don't know who that is. Miley Cyrus, 4. Kelly Osbourne, 4. Brooke Hogan, 4. Ashley Simpson, 4. Donatella Versace, 3. Nicole Richie, 3. Anderson Pooper, 2. Charlie Sheen, 2. Kate Hudson, 2. Victoria Gotti, 1. Chad Lowe, 1. And none yet for Tatum O'Neal, Jerry Van Dyke, Casey Affleck, or Greg Gumball.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Say, kids, what's real bad for you but tastes real good? Sugar! And what gives you the excess energy to drive Mom crazy? Sugar! So, what breakfast cereal will you tell Mom to buy next time she goes shopping? Sugar Shockers! Yay! Sugar Shockers. Ooh, super sugar-coated Sugar Shockers are little bits of raw cane drenched in honey and coated with powdered sugar, glucose, fructose, corn syrup, and other natural sweeteners. And it tastes just like sugar-coated sugar! Right, because there's no yucky vitamins or minerals to spoil your fun. Yeah! And how does it make you feel? Like I'm vibrating. Mommy, let's watch cartoons. Mommy, let's go get ice cream. Mommy, let's play Mommy. Sugar Shockers. And moms will love Sugar Shockers, too, because inside every box, there's a free bottle of new Flintstones chewable Valium. So try new super sugar-coated Sugar Shockers from your friends at Irresponsible Foods.
Top 46. I think that was a great idea some of us had about digging out all the old ACN stuff for the summertime.
Indeed.
Don't you think?
Yep.
Because a lot of these bits we haven't played in, I don't know, a long time. 402 votes on Chris's poll. He's just pleased as punch. He might have another dessert in honor of that. No?
Nah, I'm good.
I didn't understand what you were saying about the cheesecake.
I don't eat cheesecake already, so why would I eat not cheesecake?
What does that mean?
There's no cheese in this cheesecake.
Yeah, and? Is it good?
If I don't eat...
Steph said it was great. He ate 2 of them. I'm full. I ate like a regular lunch meal and then a whole bunch of other stuff, and I skip dessert, as you know, often.
He's regressing now. I think you were making a little bit of a comeback there.
But I'm taking some home with me.
Well, sure, of course. Don't give it to Tubby there because he's going to, throw it out. He'll throw it in the dumpster. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, hey, Neil. The Republicans, I think we can all agree, represent hypocrisy and basically just, everything they stand for is the opposite of what they say, whether it's being against gays, but they're all gay. And I just think it would be poetic justice for Bush, because I think we've heard he's pretty much obsessed with killing. Back when he was in Texas, he loved using the death penalty. Now with the war, I think poetic justice would be if they actually follow up on Kucinich or do the war crimes down the road, and he gets
it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but it's just a
don't let him finish.
That, based
on...
What
did you say, George?
I said, how's it going, eh?
No, seriously, it's not going to happen. I mean, if it makes you happy saying these things, fine. I don't disagree with you, but it's not going to happen.
But wouldn't it be ironic? Irony is the point I was trying to make.
Let me say it again. It isn't going to happen. Read my lips, like Daddy said. Read my lips. It isn't going to happen. Yes, it would be poetic justice, but we don't have any justice, okay? We're too busy, busting people for having a pin joint or something in their ashtray in their car. We don't worry about people that, send folks to get killed on a war based on lies. In fact, I got a really good article here about blame Bush for, where the hell is it? Oh, and Chuck Berry said no to John McCain. Aren't you impressed by that?
Medium impressed.
That doesn't blow you away, the fact that Chuck Berry turned down McCain? Said, hallelujah.
I don't know about blown away.
He joined a chorus of musicians snubbing John. I don't know why that's even a story. Would you expect Chuck Berry to be a Republican?
I would not.
So. Well, there you go. I can't find that damn story about blame Bush. Oh, here it is right here. It's in my hand. That's why I couldn't find it. Sometimes you're looking for it and you can't find it because it's in your hand. Robert Scheer says, blame rising oil prices on Bush. Wow, a lot of people must have bought Hummers last week. How else to explain the spike in oil prices?
I got a free one.
Can I read this? No, I'm not being silly. They are, and I'm by they, I mean the gaggle of media pundits and other administration apologists, abetted by some green zealots who want to explain our energy crisis by reference to profligate consumers. Sure, in the long run, we consumers, especially the most wasteful ones who happen to reside in the good old USA and who have become accustomed to consuming many times our population's worth of the world resources, do need to shape up. But that has little to do with the five-fold rise in the price of oil since George Bush became our president. Yep, he did it. Bush's deliberate roiling of world politics is the key variable in the run-up of oil prices. No president's been more brilliant in destabilizing the politics of oil-producing countries, from Venezuela to Russia and onto the key oil lakes of Iraq and Iran. The last will go down in the history of our nation as one of the dumbest escapades ever, rivaling even the madness of the Vietnam War. But this time the neocons bet their smart money on oil as the decisive missing ingredient for success. Vietnam was always absurd on its face as the imperial adventure because, as American consumers who check their labels must know, the Vietnamese dominate the market only in the provision of farmed shrimp. I won't bother here to dignify the canard that Vietnam, any more than Iraq, ever represented a serious threat to U.S. security, John McCain sacrificing the former war and his apologetics for the current one notwithstanding. After the most ignominious defeat in American history, communist Vietnam did not have to be fought on the shores of San Diego, as the Hawks at that time predicted, but rather went to war with communist China, the country that had occupied Vietnam for 1,000 years. The Vietnamese later made their peace and now compete successfully in the capitalist market without controlling anybody else's resources. Something similarly unexpected is likely to occur if we get out of Iraq and permit the people of that region to make their own history. Events upon our departure will follow the vagaries of a historical script centering on religion, ethnicity, and nationalism, which is the talking heads in the media and political circles united in ignoring. As Iraqi Prime Minister al-Maliki demonstrated the other day with his third visit to his former safe haven in Iran, the politics of the region have already been sorted out in ways unpredicted by the neocons. One need only note the words of advice extended to Maliki by Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khomeini, that the Iraqis must think of a solution to free themselves from the U.S. military. Maliki nodded, ever grateful for an audience with a man who holds Iraq's destiny in his hand, thanks to the American overthrow of Tehran's nemesis, Saddam Hussein. As I said, Bush was brilliant. But to be fair, the administration did finally get something right last week when Defense Secretary Robert Gates fired both the civilian and military chiefs of the Air Force. They were being punished in part for being in charge of an Air Force defense system that lost track of a nuclear-loaded B-52 that flew over the U.S. without anyone in the chain of command aware of its dangerous cargo. Then there was also the matter of ballistic missile fuses that were erroneously shipped to Taiwan. The Air Force has been especially egregious in exploiting the hysteria over 9/11 to commit to hundreds of billions in future spending for high-tech weapons that make no sense with the collapse of the Soviet Union. One issue in the firings was the Air Force's pushing for hundreds more F-22 fighter jets, a $65 billion program that Gates had concluded was not needed as there's been no role for the existing forces in Afghanistan and Iraq wars. Gates rejected the argument that China or any other nation was on the way to providing the F-22 with a worthy opponent. Given his sudden commitment to logic, Gates may not survive long even in his lame duck administration. Better get someone in there fast who's content that we taxpayers pay the interest on loans from China to pay for building up an arsenal to counter weapons that the Chinese show no sign of building. Hey, it's only money. Yours. Robert Scheer. He wasn't good enough for the L.A. Times.
Nope.
But nevertheless, I love all these people. I mean, you know, that young guy that called before, I mean, he was articulate and intelligent and concerned. But what's the point, you know? What's the point of beating a dead horse? Am I right? Yes.
Might feel good.
Not for the horse.
Well,
Death by
dead.
chocolate. Well, I'm looking at that. Death by chocolate. Got to stop eating carbs, man. Got to stop.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Don't you agree?
I do agree.
When in doubt, sort them out.
I'm trying to cut them down.
You're what?
Cutting down the carbs whenever possible.
192, I gained a pound. I'm bad on the scale. I got to get back into the 180s, and then the 170s, and then 160. Think it's going to happen?
No.
No.
You can do it.
By what?
By Will.
George Will?
Sure.
What's his diet? I got news for you. If you watch that show, if you watch George Step on Top of that show on Sunday, you will lose weight. You'll lose your appetite for life. God, is that a bad show. Let's bring back David Brinkley. What do you say? Prop him up. I knew he was in bad shape when his eyes started getting ready to pop out, you know?
Yeah.
You know how some not me yet, thank God, but some people when they get old, their eyelids begin to droop and their eyeballs start they look like they're going to pop out?
Yep.
Like that. Where's Chet Huntley when we need him, man? Where's Edward R. Murrow? Where's Robert Trout and his buddy Trouser Trout? The Democratic Party as a whole is as spineless and cowardly as anyone could ever begin to imagine, which is why the Republicans, every time they get in there, every time they steal another election, they get away with basically whatever they want. Bubba, he gets a Hummer, and he's being impeached, okay, for lying about his personal sex life, which was nobody's damn business, but nevertheless, whole country everything had to be held up in limbo because of that crap, while Kenny Starr was writing all this damn pornography. And the public said, and of course the media, they loved it. Oh my God, they just drank it up. They sucked it up. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. 416 votes. What do you think? 500, Chris, or what?
Yeah.
Mr. I don't like cheesecake. I don't understand. Don't you all? Now, who's the one that says they don't like ice cream? Was that you?
I never said I don't like ice cream. I
just don't have
enjoy
any.
ice cream. I just don't have it as often as you.
You what?
I don't have it as often as you.
How do you know that?
Who does?
How do you know how often I have ice cream?
Because you talk about it the next day.
Right.
Like Breyer's Score ice cream that I had yesterday?
Uh-huh.
Well, too bad. Maybe you'd be a lot less surly if you had ice cream every day. Maybe you'd feel a lot better about your life. Maybe you wouldn't weigh 600 pounds. Maybe more like 675.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
Can't stop the best.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Oh, this is Arnold. This is not a tumor. It's the 1 to 2 hour.
And now the recording stars who sold more records than the Beatles, Boxcar Willie, and the Cowsills combined.
Don't go changing, please me, something, ta-da, ooh.
Yes, the immortal Deftones are back. And now they're singing all your favorites just as you remember them.
Hooray for Hollywood, oh, what's that line that goes here, Hollywood, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, something, and lyrics that we don't know.
Yes, the tunes you can't forget, and the words they can't remember.
Raindrops keep falling on our heads. Zaz-zaz-a-dooby-doo, something rhymes with head, something and you're dead, so zaz-zaz-da-da-da-da.
It's the Deftones with their unforgettable new album, Songs We Know Most Of. Volume something.
Available now on Crapco records and tapes and those compact thingamabobbers.
102 at 560 WQAM. Happy Thursday to you. Look at that phone. What a shame. And we've been getting so many good calls today, too.
Yeah.
What? What are you choking, gagging, and puking?
Oh, Chris was making a funny
How'd you like
face.
that Reverend Jones gagging that one time? He started with that, the phony voice.
If only.
And started gagging and puking and all of that. 5670560. Let's get a whole bunch of them in this hour, man, between now and 2. Lines are dead as a doornail. There's room in a motel. Vacancy. And pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless line. A kindergarten teacher, I have no idea where this is. A kindergarten teacher at Chickamauga Elementary School is facing 5 child sex charges in Catoosa County, related to at least 2 young girls. Warrants against Tanya Kraft accuse her of fondling and digitally penetrating little girls. It says we've also confirmed at least one of those children was in her kindergarten class. According to the incident report, a girl told her mother she'd been molested multiple times by Kraft at Kraft's home on Sycamore Drive in Chickamauga. The incident report also states there's at least one other victim and one other suspect. That suspect is underage, and police are investigating the possibility that the suspect is a victim as well. They're still trying to figure it out. We spoke today to the original victim's mother, who spoke on condition of anonymity and says she and Kraft were close friends, and her daughter was Kraft's kindergarten student. The woman says her daughter, who's now 7, was only 5 when the abuse began. School administrators at Chickamauga Elementary say they've now launched an investigation of their own. Superintendent Melody Day says in the school system's 30-year history they've never had to deal with allegations of this nature, and they're waiting on an official word from the sheriff's office before proceeding. How do you like that? Kraft's lawyer, Chris Talley, tells us his client adamantly denies the charges, says she was never given the opportunity by the sheriff's office to tell her side of the story. What could her side of the story be? She didn't do it, little kid made it up?
I don't know. Who knows?
WQAM, hello. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
One for the poll. I don't know if it really fits, but what about all the Beasley kids? No?
The Beasley kids?
All the because George is taking care of them with everything. I mean, you know, you got idiots running that company there and screwing around.
Yeah, and what is he?
Figurehead? Brainstem?
Yeah,
Brainstem.
exactly. Okay. No, we're talking about famous. You know, we're not talking about marginal people like mom and pop radio kind of people who pretend to be broadcasters or like these people. Don't get me started with the Beasleys, please. 5670560, pound 560. Oh, it's in Tennessee. Oh, that figures. That story we just had from Chickamauga. That's in Tennessee. Doesn't that kind of make it a little clearer for you?
Yep.
Everybody's into everybody else in Tennessee. They're all talking about trailer trash. Yeah, see, not white trash, Joe. Trailer trash. WQAM, hello.
Don't want no damn donkeys in the White House.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, have you ever been digitally penetrated?
No, not this week, no. WQAM, hello. QAM, hola.
Hello, Neil?
When I began being digitally penetrated was when Joe Bell came to town. Yes, sir.
How are you doing today?
Okay.
I'm an old fart, but I listen to your show all the time.
Yeah.
I think Jerry Lewis should be on your poll. And earlier...
Jerry Lewis?
Jerry Lewis. Do you agree or disagree?
Jerry Lewis?
Jerry Lewis. The guy that does the telephone, you see? I heard you talking about the guy called earlier about Paco. Why is he worried about Paco? And also, are you having an infatuation with the quarter slot guy?
Oh, that's who it is, yeah.
I was wondering.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which idiot it was doing a voice. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Now he's doing voices, too.
Yeah, and he's talking like really slow because he was very surprised that he was on at the end of every sentence.
Really?
That's why he paused every time he would say something. He would pause. Oh, really? I'm still on. I better say something else.
Maybe somebody used to put a foot in that slot.
Rectum.
Speaking of penetrate. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm 29 years old, and I 65 and over listeners to do my generation a favor and just skip the general election vote. Can they do me that favor? None of the issues that are on the table affect them.
Well, what about me? Do I get to vote?
What's that?
Do I get to vote?
No. Everybody over 65, don't vote. Just let it go to the, let it be for our generation. We need some help here. We were left a big bill to pay, and it's ridiculous.
All right. Whippersnapper. 5670560, pound 560. Even the ones who sound like they might be rational. Like
surprise.
Sane. Yeah, guess what? Like that. That's the sound of South Florida, baby. Let's put on an endless loop. WQAM, hello. It's interesting. Line 1 is ringing now. For some reason, I thought maybe they disconnected that one too, like line 8. I wouldn't be surprised over a period of time as you start to see the lines disappear. And once they're gone...
Yeah.
WQAM, hello.
Hello. The answer to Donald Trump Jr., that's his son, and he works on The Apprentice, and he does...
He does what? What happened? Did she just die? Her phone died. Didn't it?
It did. Right in the middle of what might have been
right
a real
in the middle
call.
of a sentence. Either that or somebody gagged her. Maybe Donald Trump put an evil spell on her. Donald Trump. Oh, my goodness. 5670560. Keep them coming. Pound 560 in the Verizon and Singular Wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil?
Yep.
Hi. Of all that I've felt, I've never felt a piece of felt.
WQAM, hello.
They play with each other naked on the street.
Thanks, Jennifer. QAM, hello.
Hey, how you doing? I have a question. If Hillary Clinton is the vice president, do you think that her and Obama might have an affair?
No.
Why not?
Do you think any man is going to touch her?
I mean, if they're working late at night, anything can happen,
Yeah,
right?
well, obviously you got too much time on your hands, man. Too many fantasies. Yeah, they're working late at night. First of all, if he picks her, she ain't going to be the vice president. He ain't going to be the president. But other than that, that's just a small detail, right?
Right.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil?
Yeah.
I just want to tell you, have a good summer and a nice vacation.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. How do you like that?
Wow.
Sound like he had a sock over the phone, but nevertheless, extending his very best as opposed to, what do? All you do is bitch about this and bitch about that and bitch about the callers. Yeah. There's like a decent old coot right there. Like me, I'm a decent old coot.
Unless you're naked.
And by the way, I'm having lunch at 2 o'clock with Paco for anybody who wants to start keeping a diary, writing these things down.
Oh, a lot of people.
Evidently. And you want to know why?
I have no life.
That's why.
I knew that.
Like you said, they have to vicariously live through my life and your life, and not even the real life, all the sorts of things that they sit around and conjure up in their minds.
Uh-huh.
I know somebody like that, in Dade County, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Who for many, many years has been conjuring up all sorts of fantasies about my life. But nevertheless.
The unmentionable one.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Mr. Neil.
Yes, sir, Mr. Caller.
I'm wondering if you've heard this rumor going around that the reason that Hillary Clinton only suspended her campaign and did not quit is because the fact that Senator Obama isn't legally allowed to be in the race to begin with.
Oh, are you something you've been reading National Review too much?
Well, is it true or is it not true?
No, it is not
curious.
true. Let me say it again. It is not true.
Well, I think you're a damn liar.
Well, I don't care what you think. How do you like that?
Yeah, like you can think.
Yeah.
You horse's ass.
Yeah, you schmuck. Putz. Well, he ran out of material. There's one thing I can't stand. It's name callers. Oh, Prince Charles. Yeah, but that isn't show business. That's not a... I mean, what is he?
What is Prince Charles? Funny looking?
Brandon. What?
Funny looking?
No, for the poll about nepotism, capitalizing on his family. No, because that goes from generation to generation. That's all those putzes are. And, of course, that would imply that somehow the royal family has got some kind of talent, some kind of brilliance, some kind of something, besides just being a bunch of fuddy-duddy old hypocrites who are busy screwing their brains out, in addition to Prince Charles buggering the butler or whoever the hell he's doing. Or it's the other way around, I'm sorry. That's why he likes wearing them kilts.
Easy
the best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Watch out, you idiot!
Can you believe that jerk?
Oh, gosh, Dan, you seem a little tense.
Yeah, I've been snapping at people all day. Maybe it's my time of the month.
Yeah, me too. You know, I've been cranky, retaining water, and look, wearing these white gloves.
I know what you mean. Every 28 days, I get this insatiable craving to buy a banjo.
And a corncob pipe?
Yeah.
Well, Dan, it looks like there's only one thing to do, sir.
And what's that there, Mr. Interlocutor?
That's the whole thing.
Yowza. I wish I was in Dixie. Away.
These two men are suffering from pre-menstrual syndrome. Beware the warning signs. If your husband ever comes home with a tambourine or a banjo pick and insists on calling you Mr. Bones, hide the shoe polish and call your family doctor immediately.
So, tell me there, Mr. Bones.
Yes, sir, Mr. Interlocutor.
Who was that woman I saw you with last night?
Oh, that was no woman. That was Martina Navratilova.
No, it's not very funny, and there is no cure. So when it happens to the man in your life, try to understand. Pre-menstrual syndrome.
169. 20 of these were good. I mean, you know what this reminds me of?
What?
This is perfect for the... It goes to show you what comes around goes around, or however that goes. These are, 20 years old?
Right.
The ACNs from the early days at IOD?
Thereabouts, yes.
And, back in those days, they were like amusing, but not hysterical, fall-down funny, not
right, at least that's what we thought.
And then we went through the whole cutting-edge period where we could play a whole bunch of stuff that now, of course, we can't play. And now you look back at this, and this is perfect for now. These are amusing. Not hysterical.
Right.
Not dirty. Not cutting it. What?
They're like,
Oh, come on.
They're lukewarm at best.
Yeah.
The national one.
The what?
The national one. Sorry, I had belched right in the middle there.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't understand. 117 at 560. There's Barack Obama in Wisconsin.
Each year, seniors in this country should
not vote. That's what the guy said before. Anybody 65 and older, don't vote. Even if you vote for the right candidate, don't vote anyway. I mean, he just made a whole lot of sense. It's our time now. Yeah, see, turnabout is unfair play, as Peter Marshall would say. Used to be the old farts in South Florida. What are you doing in here, Sonny? It's the early bird. It's our time now. Get out of here. Oh, I'll never forget that. That's a true story. It's a true story. Some old bitch. I go in a restaurant with a couple of friends. This is way back in the day. 70s, mid-70s. And some old bag is sitting there. I think it was a Chinese restaurant. It was an early bird. What are you doing here? You're not old enough for the early bird. This is our time now. And now they're dead. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
Are you going to be traveling abroad this summer?
Maybe.
Tell me, a few months back you were putting the knock on Amsterdam.
Yes.
What's the deal? It's not the land of the free anymore?
No, they're they're getting rid of most of the red light district, and they're banning mushrooms, and they're becoming more and more fascistic.
Oh.
Which is going to be their funeral because tourism is going to drop real bad. There are too many other neat places to go as opposed to going there and eating their crappy food.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to be
If I want to eat at Mickey D's, I can do that right here.
What about at that pancake place next to the river? Have you ever eaten at that place? Is that still there?
Pancakes?
Yeah, there's some big old building there, the Anne Frank building, where they serve these fancy pancakes.
Well, I don't eat no pancakes, okay?
Okay. All right, well, have a good summer, Neil. You're still going to be here twice a week then, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because we don't want to die a slow, miserable death with George Kevorkian there.
Okay, see you. There's another one of your fans, George.
I know. They're lining up.
That's all right. You better get used to it because George is going to be on a lot. I'll be here Tuesday and Thursday. I guess I should explain that. We might have some new listeners out there.
No.
Not. That during the summer months, starting whenever I feel like it. Starting about June 16.
It doesn't matter what we do. It's a secret.
What do you mean by that?
Nobody on the outside is going to know.
Oh, nobody outside will know anyway. That's right, because we don't do any promotion outside. We just keep preaching to the choir. So like the Gulfstream appearance was great. It was a lot of fun. But, those are people who are already listeners. We don't do anything to create one, solamente uno, not one listener, new one. So either they find us by accident or they just don't find us. And the numbers keep dwindling, and the audience keeps dying and vanishing and moving away, and a whole bunch of
all of these things.
And these people, bada beep, bada boom. And, of course, the excuse used to be we're losing $1 million a year on the Marlins. It was always the Marlins was the excuse why they didn't do any promotion. Well, we don't have the Marlins anymore, and we're not losing any money on them. In fact, we're siphoning off a few extra bucks, not a whole lot, but with that 10-minute phony show we have at 6:50 every night before the Marlin game with Jesse Agler, who's a good guy, by the way. I don't begrudge him anything, but nevertheless, it's just a commercial thing is all it is.
Oh, come on, that's a great show. A lot of insight.
How much insight can you get into 90 seconds in between 8.5 minutes of spots?
A lot.
Okay, good. Boy, you're sure turned your ass today. He turned his ass and cut a big fat one. I can smell it all the way up here.
No, that wasn't me.
Must have been the damn cheesecake. WQAM, hello.
That's the spicy meatball.
WQAM, hello.
Give George the mushrooms, please.
QAM, hello. I'm sure you'd like him. Yes.
I was wondering, is George going to be...
Yeah, you were wondering. We're wondering if you're ever going to croak. That's what we're wondering. If you're ever going to croak. Everybody in town is wondering that. You know, it's amazing. How many years has he been, infesting our lives?
I don't know, 100?
Too many. And yet there's not one person who has, who apparently has got any idea who that is, other than his boyfriend. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like when it was, what's his name there? The, Eddie. Although that was from the phone number. Wasn't it from some business that he's the manager at?
Right.
What's his name again? Steve something.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put his name on the air and the phone number. He still didn't care.
Nope.
This is what the deal is when you're dealing with crazy people. They don't care. In fact, they enjoy it.
Right.
It's like the serial killers. It's the same thing. They're doing it because they know that they're going to get their 15 seconds of fame before they get fried. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how we doing, boss?
Okay, sir.
First, couple things. I don't want to kill the ratings with hockey talk, but congratulations on your new coach. I'm wondering what you think of him.
What do you mean, congratulations? Doug Wilson? We got Doug Wilson, who I can't stand, and we got Cliff Fletcher there because they're too stupid and cheap to hire a new GM, so we're stuck with old white-haired Cliff Fletcher again. But anyway, it can't be any worse than it was.
I think Wilson might be a good fit for Toronto.
Why is that? Because they have no talent?
Well, yeah, exactly, and he knows the ropes. I think he might do something well there.
Something he ought to be at the end of one. But anyway, go ahead.
Second thing, I wanted to tell Chris, too, they also got the cheeseburgers at McDonald's 59 cents on Sunday also, so you can see the steaks there.
Now you're talking. Okay, thanks. Oh, listen, and Chris emailed me yesterday, which I forgot to mention, and I didn't understand it. It was about the anus burgers.
Uh-huh.
And what were you trying to tell me? They have them in the States, yes or no?
Only at BK. BK has an Angus-style burger.
Well, what do you mean
McDonald's doesn't have them.
Well, we're not talking about BK.
I understand that. McDonald's does not have the Angus burgers in the United States. They've test-trialed them in a couple places. Only Canada has them in a wide
They're great.
area.
So I must have had the BK beef burger, and that's what I thought
Anus
I
burger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we were talking, and I said...
White Lauderdale told me they tasted like ass.
Yeah? Whose?
His.
Oh.
Ann's. Ah! Yeah, exactly. That's what Sandy Payton said. 469 on the poll. I think you're going to make the 500. That would be a pretty revolutionary. That would give me a little bit of confidence that maybe there's somebody. How did we do with the certificate? Not too good. That doesn't surprise me because lately, we had 2 sushi places and now we have a vegetarian. What?
38.
Not good. See, we're still stuck there on 38. We sold 10 right off the bat and then we sold since then 2. Not good. Which isn't a reflection on the restaurant. You guys are eating and the food is great, which the other place was the same deal. But it's just that people are afraid of places that they don't know about and the certain types of food.
Right.
I think what we ought to do is, based on the callers the last few days, get some Mongolian beef, some Mongolian restaurant on there for Mongolian idiots. We'd have no shortage then. Be right up this crowd's alley. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil. Not
Yes,
Lucy
sir.
Lopez and George again. Please. Please.
I'd forgotten all about that. Well, George is trying to get in her pants or whatever the deal is. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know what it is. Chris hates her like poison, by the way.
I do not.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't.
You don't like her.
Whatever.
You're one of these guys. You're getting just like
You're just trying to start stuff that's not there.
No, I'm not.
Neil uses old information. It doesn't matter how old it is. It doesn't matter what changes.
You can't
how many
stand
years go
her
by.
on the air. You said
not
that.
True.
That's what you said.
No.
We explained the whole thing.
What's that?
They were in the middle of a personal tiff when that conversation was going on. But it doesn't matter.
Who was?
Because tomorrow you'll forget this conversation, too. Chris and Lucy had a personal problem that has since been resolved.
Correct.
And what was that?
It's in the past. Don't worry about it.
You had something going on with her?
No.
Oh, I don't know where to start laughing at that.
I know. Brandon says the Angus BK burger is great. Has fried onions, bacon, steak sauce, cheese, tomato, and lettuce. And well, let me tell you, the Mickey D's one is really good, too, but just you ain't going to get it. Maybe just out of spite, I'll go get one today. They're really good. And they have this pastry kind of bun that's really funky. I don't know what the hell they call it. Well, why don't they have it? I know why they don't have it. They're probably because it's too good.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 550 QAM.
The sports leader.
Neil God.
You know, taking care of your lawn these days sure seems complicated. Big trucks, fancy service contracts, dangerous chemicals. It all seems so unnecessary, especially now when you can call on something as easy and natural as Chem Dog. Each week, the Chem Dog will personally inspect your lawn. For weeds and crabgrass, he'll spray liquid formula number 1. And for those patches where grass just don't seem to grow, your Chem Dog will apply a special layer of formula number 2. Ooh, boy, watch your step. That's all natural fertilizer. So if your lawn's looking kind of shaggy, unleash the Chem Dog. We may not be the best, but we sure got a leg up on the competition. Oh, not on my shoe.
Chem Dog.
Bad dog.
Chem Dog.
131 at 560. How could you not love those?
I do love them.
Nuggets from the past. What?
They were well produced,
right.
You know, by people who cared.
And they didn't all have Scott Pettingill on them either.
No. Oh.
Let's see. Who's this from? Sean. Sean, who's using a new format on his page. Dear Uncle Neil, thanks for the swell half-price deals. I'm taking my girlfriend to Blue Moon for her birthday, despite the fact she sends naked pictures to other guys and to a few girls. One of the fellows reciprocated. I wasn't interested, but a bit envious. Brings new meaning to the term upload. Oh, like updog.
Smells like it.
I was lucky to get some half-price certificates last time. First time I tried the Blue Moon, was poised and ready at the keyboard, but they sold out in 11 seconds. Well, good luck to you, Sean. He got some last time. Well, that's because we don't have anybody listening anymore. You won't have so much competition as used to. What do we got left? 150 now on the deal today? 38? It's your fault.
I know, it's always my fault.
You had a tiff with Lucy Lopez. See, first you lied about it. First you said you never said that. And now
No. I didn't say what you said I said.
You said that you didn't like when she was on here with George.
He said it's not for him.
And that's all I said was it's not for me.
Yeah, so then, well,
and
that's
then
your opinion then.
You came on the air and just like made it like, World War III.
No, I did not. I didn't make it World War III. I said you don't like when she's on here. What difference does it make what you like and don't like? We're not programming to you anyhow.
That's not the point.
What is the point?
You lie and make stuff up.
No, I do not.
Somebody can say blue and you'll say bright green.
The same guy that called me dumb the other day.
Yeah?
Some screaming fag yesterday, whatever the hell it was. I forget what it was today.
A hypocrite.
Who is the most boring? Sean says he's got one poll. Then what makes you the sleepiest? Well, there's several people in the left-hand column who, could be in the right-hand one.
Crossover.
Okay, thanks, Sean. Yeah, cross-dress poll. And the great news is, we had some phenomenal calls today. I got to admit that. 481 votes. We got 27 minutes for only 19 votes. Anybody could do that. Even Cordes could do that. Oh, don't let me forget. You keep not reminding me about making out that check.
Hey, don't forget.
I don't know.
And don't forget to play that bit.
Oh, yeah. I better do that now. Isn't it called John John's Plane?
That's what it is.
Well, where the hell am I going to find that?
At your fingertips.
Oh.
I'm dying over here.
Listen to the sound of John John's falling plane, auguring into the sea. You think a multi-millionaire like JFK could afford a better plane. If JFK had more time flying, he would have known a Viper Cub's a cheap and crappy plane that blows. A gun aimed at my head's about the only way I would go. Now Ted's the only one that's left alive today from what they call the Kennedy curse. If Dorothy Kilgallen was alive, she'd say, cheer up, it's only gonna get worse. Listen to the sound of John John's falling plane. Sputter, splatter, sputter, splatter. Oh, hey, hey, listen to the sound of John John's falling plane. Sputter, splatter, sputter, splatter.
Yeah, if he would have been like John Smith or something like that, nobody would have paid any attention to him. He had nothing going for him. But nevertheless, he was a part of the Kennedy clan. He didn't look like a Kennedy, and a lot of people said he was kin to Onassis, that he was the daddy.
Oh, yeah?
And, of course, that whore Jackie, anybody with a lot of money, man, she was screwing their brains out. Whore, high-paid whore.
Yeah.
Democratic presidential candidate Barack Obama charged yesterday that U.S. credit card companies are tricking Americans with deceptive practices, and the Republican John McCain has done nothing to stop it. Obama, on a 2-week tour focusing on problems in the U.S. economy, held a roundtable discussion with 3 people who have seen their credit card debt skyrocket due to a relentless cycle of interest rate increases and fees. For too long, credit card companies have been using unfair and deceptive practices to trick Americans into signing agreements they can't afford, Obama said. Americans have an obsession with credit cards, often using plastic in place of cash. They're spastic over plastic, and are encouraged by the credit card companies to use them to buy not just big-ticket items, but on everyday items like gas and groceries. See, it says not just big-ticket items. Now gas is a big-ticket item, ain't it? Yes.
Yeah.
As a consequence, many people owe thousands of dollars in credit card debt and are only able to make the minimum monthly payment, leaving the balance in place for a long time. There are some fears that the credit card debt could mushroom into a crisis in much the same way that subprime mortgages have afflicted the U.S. economy. Companies held up for scorn at the event included Bank of America, Washington Mutual, and GE Pearl Money, a credit card issued through the eyeglass vendor Pearl Vision. Obama said the laws and regulations governing credit card companies have been lax, and that the companies have paid millions of dollars to create favor with members of Congress to get laws written to their liking. I think everybody out there who eats at Mickey D's, you ought to go to see the manager next time you go to your local Mickey D's, your neighborhood joint, wherever you go, and tell them you want the anus burger now. I think that's criminal.
Do you?
Yeah. Why are they holding it back from America? Is it like anti-American or something? What's that all about?
You've talked before how sometimes they'll have a specialty item, one of those places, and they discontinue it right when you're getting into it. Yeah, it's like that.
Arby's used to do that all the time. Really frost my ass. I hate when they do that. That's one thing about Hardee's. We pulled up to the drive-thru there, and I hadn't been to a Hardee's in years. And I looked at the menu thing there, and sure enough, there was the mushroom Swiss burger.
Yep.
If they wouldn't have had it, I would have just backed up and hauled ass. Got back on a Hershey Highway. But they had it. And it was freaking-licious, man. It was just outstanding. That's right, it was really good. God, it was good.
I like Hardee's.
Who the hell doesn't?
I don't know, people that haven't had it.
People with no taste. Like so many of the people in South Florida with no taste. Like people who listen to Footsie, for Christ's sakes. Both of them. Duff told me that he would like to take his radio out of his car and smash it into the sidewalk just out of disgust for how bad that show is. And you know how mild-mannered he generally is. WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I'm surprised that Pride of the Yankees wasn't on that poll yesterday.
Yeah, that was depressing.
Very depressing. And, hey, George.
Yeah?
You still going through with that vasectomy?
Yeah.
Is the Dr. Stein, is that his name?
That's who I'm thinking about.
I'm sorry?
That's who I'm thinking about using, yeah.
That guy has some billboards on 95.
Well, great. I found them on the Internet.
That's him, yeah, okay. All right. Hey, look.
That's the same guy that performed the surgery on Mo's toupee.
Right. Drive-through vasectomy.
Yeah. Have a great day, Pally.
Looking forward to talking to you next week, George.
All right.
Have a good one.
It's going to be all vasectomy
that
week.
That guy sounds a little bit too friendly. I don't know.
Maybe he wants to check it out.
What? You're good?
The vasectomy, yeah.
Oh. You really are going to have vasectomy?
Yeah.
Why, you don't want any more accidents?
That's right. With anyone.
Oh. Because I was gonna, not my business, though.
Whatever.
No, it's not my business.
I might do spots for the guy.
Really?
Really.
Oh, you're going to become like Mr. Ego now. You're going to
only for things that I want.
You're going to whore off your body parts?
Only for things that I want. I'm going to auction them off.
New eyebrows would be good.
Auction my fertility. I could use a hair transplant too while we're at it.
Maybe a booby tuck.
Sure. The works.
$4.89 on Chris's poll. Chris could use a booby tuck. Am I right?
Sure.
Yeah. Remember Friar Tuck?
Sure. He could use one too.
Yeah. I'm not so sure he had one, but...
Biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Back to Canada, you Jew bastard.
It's another week of unforgettable films on Dub Theater. Monday night at 9, it's the Rogers and Hammerstein classic, Oklahoma, in Japanese. It was the most horrifying film of the 1970s. Tuesday night, relive the terror of The Exorcist in Indian.
Mr. Reverend, your mother eats cows in hell.
Wednesday, Jimmy Stewart stars in the holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life, in Pig Latin.
Harry, it's me, RJ.
Thursday, get ready for Close Encounters of the Third Kind in Jamaican. And on Friday night, it's Steven Spielberg's most beloved film ever, E.T. in German.
E.T. von Norman.
Yes, my alien.
Mach schnell.
Yeah.
So join us for another week of classics, starting Monday, right here on Dub Theater.
145 at QAM. Your mother, was it milks cows and hells? That was cute.
Yep.
The rest of it I could live without. Anyway, so here's the deal.
The deal?
From Wikipedia, that's got about 600 pages on McDonald's.
Okay.
Angus Third Pounders. A test product that's currently being offered in Southern California, Columbus, New York metro area, and Mississauga, Ontario, which is just a Toronto suburb. You better get it right there at, whatever this is, Wikipedia. Mississauga, my ass. There are 3 sandwiches, the Angus Deluxe, American cheese, sliced red onions, sliced red tomatoes, iceberg lettuce, pickles, mustard, and mayonnaise. Wait till you hear this. The Angus mushroom and Swiss.
Ooh.
Sauteed shrimp, Swiss cheese, and mayonnaise. And Angus bacon and cheese. Bacon, American cheese, sliced red onions, mustard, ketchup, and pickles.
Careful.
Though in Ontario, there is the Angus Deluxe, the Angus Deluxe with bacon or cheese, and the Angus Deluxe with bacon and cheese. That's my favorite. Cheddar cheese is used on the Angus in Canada instead of American cheese, designed to compete with the Anus Burger from Burger King. Anus Burgers are rumored to be released in Canada Q2 of 2008. Well, they're here. It's the end of Q2 now, and they're here. In several European markets, a wrap called the Greek Mac is sold. It consists of 2 burger patties wrapped in a pita with yogurt sauce, tomato slices, iceberg lettuce, and onions. The sandwich is offered in Belgium, Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, Spain, Cyprus, Serbia, selected outlets in the UK, and Portugal. Portuguese. Oh, I see, what's his name? The soccer player scored the winning goal for Portugal yesterday. What's his name? Cristiano Ronaldo. Is that his name?
Yep.
Boy, he is something. Man. Cristiano Ronaldo. Hotter than a firecracker. But nevertheless, don't get started on that crap again.
Yay.
That's right. Too much of that. That's what George says, too much fag talk. That's why everybody's going to be relieved when heterosexual George is on last week talking about his vasectomy, how he don't want to knock anybody up again, have any more unwanted babies.
You see how I say that you lie and make things up?
What?
I didn't say too much fag talk, ever, not once in my life.
Oh, yeah,
not
now
this morning.
Everything is serious with this guy now.
You see?
Everything is serious.
Because you just made something up, and I'm calling you on it. You said, I do not. I
don't care. George has sex with moo cows.
Who's been taking pictures?
WQAM, hello.
I love when Joe says the Marlins.
Yeah. The Marlins, yeah, okay. The Marlins. He does. He has a quaggle on that. He can't say Marlins. He says Marlins. Well, he's a jock. Well, jocks have their thing. And sometimes they share it with each other. WQAM, hello. WQAM, hello.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
What do you got?
Hey, a lot of Lucy Lopez talk today. Did George ever tell you about that story with her making fun of him that day?
Talk to George about it next week. I don't care about Lucy Lopez, okay? I care about Suds. He'll be on with you, I'm sure. Because he's a good guy, and he doesn't say an awful lot, but then again, he never did back in the day either. And something, he was right not to say a lot, because Rick Riley was grabbing up all the money and treating Suds like garbage. That's one of the many things that I hold against Rick Riley, even though you pretend you don't.
See?
No, I'm making you what?
We have the same conversation over and over and over again. Because you'll take one.
I'm trying to go along with your latest response to it is that you have no problem with Rick Riley. What?
It's the same response I've been responding for the past, 20 years almost.
But when I mentioned the fact that he hopped up all the money in the treated Suds like some kind of a lemming, well, that's not good.
My problems with Rick Riley ended the day I didn't have to be on that show anymore.
Oh. You were on that show?
Yeah, I had to fill in when Marvin or Adam or whoever went and did the idiot on the corner, the payphone challenge or whatever. I had to stay afterwards and run that shift as well. And need I tell you that the difference between the two shows were night and day, depending on who's at the helm?
Between what two shows?
Your show and his show, and how he ran the show, and his attitude, and how he interacts with producers and things like that, and his ability to tell time, and his ability to behave like a talk show host.
What are you trying to say, incompetent?
Huh? Unprofessional.
Oh. Unprofessional.
Was his issue, and so we've ceased having issues when I didn't have to work on that show anymore.
WQAM, hello. WQAM, hello.
It's been about 13 years, Neil.
Yeah.
Reverend John.
We've been calling.
Yeah, and?
Give us the 1 to 2 hour slot.
WQAM, hello. QAM. Not there. QAM, hello.
Cristiano Ronaldo has a mullet haircut, man. How could you like that guy?
He's beautiful. Let me say it again. He's beautiful. You're not. QAM, hello.
Good afternoon, Neil. How are you?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to ask you, I couldn't make your appearance at Gulfstream a couple of weeks ago. I had to work.
Oh.
But from what I understand, you had some new CDs and T-shirts out there?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
Old CDs, new T-shirts.
Oh, can you get them or no?
No.
No. Anyway, I want to tell you one other thing. You were mentioning about an old restaurant by the name of Vito's.
Vito's, yeah.
Vito's opened up again.
They did. North Miami Beach. They used to be right off 163rd.
Same place, but new building.
Where is it?
Same place.
Really?
Yep. They made a new building, and it's comboed with another restaurant inside.
They still doing that stuffed pizza thing they used to do?
The Fugaza.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Excellent, man. So
okay, thanks for the good news, Pally. Thanks.
Have a good vacation.
Thanks. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, is it Neil?
Speaking.
Neil, hey, how you doing? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
All right. I figure with all the airtime George gets, I figured you'd be the best one to ask this question. Does he spit or swallow?
WQAM, hello. QAM.
Hey, I want to get you off my speaker there. Hey, you were, just mentioned promotions a little earlier. Do you get the same? Does the till for your promotions come from the same as 96, Power 96?
Does the what?
The money that they use.
No, of course not.
No, okay. No, I was just because I saw 2 billboards for DJ Loud, and I was just wondering how.
Sure, they do billboards. They promote like crazy. They give away $1 zillion to buy the audience. We get squat. We get nothing. Zippity doo dah. That's right.
No, that sucks. That sucks. All right, man. I was just curious about that. And,
good luck to us, man.
I'm gonna send your buddy Norma a hammock. Take care, buddy.
Oh, poor Norma. Never even told me about that. Don't you find that a little bit bizarre?
Well, considering him, no.
Don't you find him a little bit bizarre?
Not a lot.
503. Look at that. Chris even sitting on his fat ass with a crappy attitude today about vegetarian food and stuff and cheesecake. You still got over 500.
All right.
Thanks to me, because I pushed it for you.
Well, you are too kind.
And W wins that talentless child of privilege. Wins hands down your pants. Almost half the votes. 233. Paris Hilton a strong second. And JFK Jr. a weak third.
This something. This is Neil Rogers. Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
It's day in Miami town. At 560 WQAM. Once there was a senator who was caught indulging a habit, a boobaroo, not much different like a typical neocon faggot. Hats off to Larry, we all thank you for giving writers something funny to do. You're looking for guys who make you go, aye, aye. Larry Craig, thank you for tapping your shoe. News stories last a few days, but you refuse to go away. Republicans are primarily gay. Hands off to Larry with treats up high. We all invite you to inhale our farts. The neocon rise like to insert and go, aye, aye, oh. Larry's taking no crap when he's tapping his shoe.
Gay, 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 I never have been gay. Gay, 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 I never have been gay.
Hands off to Larry, he wants to stay, but his own party wants him to go away. The religious right wants him to say, Larry Craig will spread his legs for you.
Rectum.
He wants a man to screw.
You fairy.
And any guy will do.
Bye, bye, bye.
The biggest names, the best talent.
Are you sure?
And your home for Miami Dolphins football. Sports Radio 560 WQAM. Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
May I see your Anita?